With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
Down with PCP. Down with PCP.
Foster's still.
Come on, PJ.
No.
You had it.
No.
You had it.
No.
You had your groove on, man. Now you're giving up on us, huh?
For a moment.
You started dancing with us.
For a moment.
All right.
I don't even care. I just kicked the ladder.
Just kicked a ladder?
You just kicked a ladder.
Accidentally.
Like right now?
Right now. Like,
Oh my goodness gracious.
Where do you have a ladder in your house?
Look at the stairs where it belongs.
Oh, a toe stubber, huh?
Ankle buster.
Ankle buster.
We are talking about Foster.
God, man.
We are talking about Foster.
We are talking about Foster, yeah, that's for sure. Foster, you just you're magnetized towards bullshit happening to you in your life. You're a bullshit magnet.
Unbelievable.
Can you rate your pain on a scale from 1 to 10? Can you just rate your pain for me? A 7?
7.
All right.
That's a good. That's high.
That's significant. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back, everyone. We missed last week. We all had kind of something going on, but we're happy to be back with you guys again. It is great to see all of you. We want to remind you that we are brought to you by BetUS, and if you want to, if you like to bet responsibly, please use the link in the description of the channel to get 125% sign-up bonus. And PJ?
And if you decide to bet, please always bet responsibly.
And don't blame us if you lose money. Although I'm going to put at least $100 down on the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay,
more than you're willing to lose.
I've never pulled somebody in the first couple of minutes of a show, but you're close there, Shorty. You're close.
Only $100?
Is it just because I'm white?
Well, you do resemble that remark.
Hey, Peach, knuckleheads come in all colors and sizes.
Man.
I love your shirt tonight, Peach.
I'm just saying, man, I just want you to temper your expectations here, Shorty.
Listen, the only reason why I think that this can happen, but I'm talking about the Bears winning the Super Bowl this year, is because they have been so quarterback futile for so long that they are known around the NFL and other teams' fans as the team that has never had a quarterback. And if now that we drafted Caleb, it would just be so the Bears to be the first team to win the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, considering the team that they have built for this kid. So it's to me, it's like what the Bears would do.
I'm gonna have to bust your bubble, man. I hate to do it, but yeah.
I was on the Barroom Network last night with Dan and Aldo, and we did the record, which we'll do again tonight. And I'd be curious because maybe my it'll change for me. But I predicted them to be 13-4. I know that's ridiculous.
I think
A little bit out there.
I think for me, I have to take the approach of I have to aim low. That way, if I exceed expectations, it's a good year for me. But if I aim high and then like last year, you aim high, then we fell beneath that. It's really a downer. So I'm not trying to have a real down. So I'm going to aim low this year. I'm really going to aim low. I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Yeah, I get you, Pete. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I was just listening to ESPN 1000. They were doing their little reaction to the schedule as well. And Jim Miller brought up a good point. The national media last year at this time was propping up Justin Fields as a potential MVP candidate.
Mm-hmm.
So was I. I thought he was. I thought from the day we drafted him that he could have been. And I was waiting for it to happen.
So I was poking around in the old StreamYard here, and I think I even see your guys' prediction from last year. So I don't know if this is a total collective of BCP.
It was 5 of us. We took the best of, yeah. We took the majority.
So you had an 11-6 prediction, and now you get some rookies in, and all of a sudden we're talking 13 wins. You think, Shorty?
See, now you're thinking like me there, Fi. I'm telling you, thinking like me, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bears will do well, of course, but I can try and figure out my receipts what I had last year, but I don't know. I think that we do have to temper our expectations just a little bit.
Yeah, I always find that reverse psychology works the best for me. So if I say they're going to be 2 and, what is that, 2 and
15?
That extra game fucks it all up because you're like
2 and 15.
Yeah, me too.
If you go 2 and 15, if you predict 2 and 15, you're going to get a 11-6 record. So if you predict 11-6, you're going to get a 7-9 record.
It's scary, Paige, because he works on like critical stuff for the government, and the guy can't even frickin' add. Sorry, Dave.
Did you notice him and I are twinning today?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen, I flew in a plane here to Illinois. I'm back in Illinois right now. I flew in a plane making circuit boards that are in that plane. So I got here safe.
It's a matter of time.
I'm like Adam Rank with the Bears. Like I can't predict. I refuse to predict a losing record.
How could you predict a losing record after this draft, though?
My best friend, who is always right about everything. The guy lives off of gambling. He's that good at all of his predictions and shit. He predicts the Bears schedule and he's always right. He predicted them to be like 7-9 last year and he was right. But he predicts them to have like 10 or more wins this year. So that says something. If they get into the playoffs, anything can happen.
Yeah, last year I had them predicted at 11-6, which it felt like that was exactly what you guys had.
Yeah,
I think
that was as a consensus.
Yeah, I think I personally had like either 9-8 or 10-7, something like that.
You did say that.
Yeah,
I had them at 10-7. There was one game
not too far off either,
and that was the Saints game. That was the game I floated on with you guys. There's just something about the Saints and the Falcons with the Bears. I don't know what it is, but been watching.
But my issue, I think my issue for one is I don't know what they look like on the field, so I really don't feel comfortable making a real good guess until after preseason, so I can see what they look like on the field. Because my issue with Eberflus is it seems like he doesn't do a good job of playing his players during the preseason, so therefore that first month or so they're not really prepared yet or up to speed, and that plays a big part. So if he's not going to play his guys again this year, I'm going to be concerned with, okay, are we going to come out flat like we did last year?
Was last year the first year that they had a 17-game schedule, or was that the second year?
It was like 30. I mean, they started in 2021.
Second year.
Third year.
Okay, yeah.
No.
No, yeah,
2021.
it started in the 21 season, so you'd have the 21 season, the 22 season, and this past year was the 23 season. So this
So
will be the
3
fourth
years.
year of it.
Yeah.
Well, the going thing, at least regarding, I guess, the teams that think they'll be in the playoffs, like the Chiefs, they don't care about the preseason and really the first month of the season because they're more interested in being fresh in the end of the year. So maybe that was kind of what the Bears and Eberflus were going with as far as the preseason, right? I thought that Nagy was far, far worse as far as managing the preseason, though. I thought that he was terrible at never playing anyone and then really get smacked around when the season started.
One year he played the guys because he talked about making sure they're calloused and hardened. And that year they actually, I think that's when it was 18 where they did well. However, the issue for me again is if your guys aren't up to speed, they're going to spend that first month trying to figure it out.
Well,
True that.
You remember a year ago, we're sitting in the same position here talking, and what was our key phrase? Continuity.
Exactly.
Chemistry and continuity.
Not a lot of content now, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're bringing it. We've got all these new we've got all these new players again, and to not give them more time in the preseason delayed their growth. I'm not saying play them every down,
right?
But keep them in there for more than 6 or 7 or 9 plays, man.
Exactly.
You can't do anything in 9 plays, man. You're not going to
Scottish Bear had some good timing here. He's saying that he doesn't believe that Caleb will play against the Texans in the Hall of Fame game, and they'll essentially give the Texans nothing before the week 2 game day. So that's a really good point, in my opinion, because they have them on the schedule at week 2. But I'm going to disagree. I still think that Caleb Williams is going to get at least 1 series.
I would agree with that. You
I don't know, man.
Preseason game, I think.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, I just the way Eberflus does things, I'm truly like, bro, where are you at? I mean, I'm serious. I'm really at the point where are you at? Because even more so than Caleb being a rookie quarterback, it's more like how is he managing the playing time of these players? And if they don't have that continuity, to Foster's point, and they're not having, got that grit about them to where, okay, I'm ready for the season. Let's go. That first game, you spend a lot of time trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. They were talking about there's talks of going to an 18-game schedule now and eliminating
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, right?
I don't think they'll eliminate the preseason fully.
Money.
Yeah. Me and PJ can talk about what we were talking about beforehand with just the current way that the NFL is getting their games out. They're trying to expand in Brazil, more games in London, and now they've got more streaming services. So I don't know if it's on Apple TV. I would not be surprised, but absolutely they're going to be on Netflix this year, not the Bears, but the NFL. And what I just told PJ, to watch every single regular season NFL football game across, 6 months, overall entirety, you're going to have to pay $1,000. So if they can get one more game in front of you, technically, what is that? 16 more games in front of you? They would love that. And it will happen one day.
Yep, it will.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Jeremy Munoz makes a good point too. He's just saying that a lot of guys won't get a chance to make a team with only 2 preseason games. Yep. Yeah, that's very, very true.
That's how they got that other league going.
My hope is when they get to the point where they're going to 18 games, is they actually increase the roster size. I really think they need to get to a point where they got 60 guys on the roster and have all of them active. And if a guy is injured, bring up somebody from the practice squad, but have 60 guys active to where, somebody really, you think they're suspected of having a concussion, man, pull them out, have them sit for a while, and you got plenty of guys to take their place. But yeah, I mean, if they're really talking about safety, having 47 guys active for game day, ridiculous.
I don't know if the NFL's main goal is player health and safety because their job is to get into 30-plus car crashes a game. But I think that before a 60-man roster, the NFL would expand much before that happens. I think they would much prefer to have another team or two in the NFL than just a larger roster.
I would advocate, because you don't change the salary cap. Salary cap still be what it is. You just have to pay, those, like I also hinted to, no one player should be making over 10% of the salary cap, so you can pay more people. So you spread that money around, but you do need a bigger roster because injuries are it's happening so much. And if you truly do care, man, this guy, he looking kind of woozy, let's pull him out. And we still got, we're not having to move some defensive line to the offensive side just to fill out the roster now. Eliminate all that, man. And if you really care about player safety, that's what you should go.
Yeah, I think they're at surface level trying to project that they care about player safety, and that's why they're going to allow the players who want to wear those big oven mitts on top of their helmets. But at the end of the day, the NFL is a business, and it's like Mr. Krabs, money, money, money. So,
isn't there something they can build into the helmet that can make it more impact
they can make a better
resistant?
helmet.
Come on, there has to be something that they can do with that instead of, because honestly, we all love, like, the players look good, right? Wearing those uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not a Bulls fan, PJ, but like Michael Jordan, like, looks sexy in a Bulls uniform. He was so fluid, and it was just, if you put like a big thing on Michael Jordan's head playing basketball, it's like the same thing with these players in the NFL. Like, Patrick Mahomes he's got a big ass, looks like he does have a shit-filled diaper when he runs around, but he I got that. That was from Walt. That was a good one. But if you're going to see this thing around their helmet now, because you're going to see it, it's going to look really weird, and
unless everybody's wearing it. In the first few years, to your point, it'll look weird, but then we get used to it.
Well, boys, I have an announcement to make, I guess a guest to add to the show.
Room. Yeah.
So we got to get ourselves a better view. But hello, Mr. Nick.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Not bad, man. How are you?
Doing great. Living the dad life.
Nick is the other half of the Thigh and Spy podcast. Make sure that you go and check those guys out on their channel too. And they got a lot of good stuff going on over there. So like, subscribe, and set your notifications to their channel as well. Nick, thank you for joining us tonight. What's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Thank you for having me on. Honestly, just, living the dad life, doing that. So
Nice.
working, doing that. So yeah, it's been very eventful. That's for sure.
Yeah, congratulations on the
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Nick, did you get the ice cream truck?
No.
Oh, you missed the ice cream truck? Did the kid miss out on ice cream?
He passed our street already, and when we heard the noise of his, the sound, he was already in another neighborhood, and then it turned off, and he never came. So I
got my dog ice cream yesterday. What's your excuse?
All I can think about
is Nick. I'll take care of it. I'll get him back.
That is not here. We're gonna remove Foster for that. We are not going to let Foster interact with Nick's child.
He'll end up in the wall behind him, and behind that
Stop.
in the paneling behind him, right?
Never. It's the exact opposite. You guys might, but the kid never will.
So we were kind of just talking about an 18-game schedule and all that as we kind of get into the schedule here. So how do you feel about that? What's your perspective on an 18-game schedule, Nick?
I don't necessarily mind it. at the end of the day, everybody's going to want more football. You take a step back, look at every other, kind of professional league sports there is, NBA, NHL, NFL. They all have those longer, obviously, because there are more teams, but they all have a lot of longer seasons. And I know with the NFL, it's hard with how much collision they have and everything like that, but the people want more football, and that's what they're going to ultimately get. The ratings show that it's going to work for them to make more money. So I think that if they, way they look at it, more money means, that they're going to keep doing it. So I don't see why they would not do it. It makes the most sense. And as long as the players are for it, why not?
Well, I don't think they're for it, actually. But to PJ's point, if they added more players to the roster and had a bigger game day roster.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a bigger emphasis on rotations, because, I mean, right now there really isn't. When you go outside of preseason games, and obviously with quarterback dilemma that went on last year, there were a lot of quarterback rotations last year. But if you take that out, you don't see a ton of rotations outside of the defensive and offensive line. I mean, you see the same set of wide receivers, the same set of cornerbacks, the same set of safeties.
Same set of offensive
I think
line.
I think it'd be a good change.
Yeah, the defensive line is really the most rotated out of all of it.
100%.
Yeah, and so it also with the Bears too. That's Eberflus's strategy.
And that's their thing, is they use the rotations to the advantage of keeping their players fresh. And obviously everybody else does that too. You have to take into account that they are bigger players. They're going to take a lot more of their stamina out on every play. So
but they're going to do it on the offensive line, though. Offensive line, they're keeping the same players.
Yeah, no, of course. But, I mean, you have to take into effect injuries, too. I mean, those are bigger guys. They're taking a bigger hit in the trenches, obviously more than everybody else. And, running backs take a huge hit, too, with the mileage that they take on. But, I mean, it'd help out a lot more with injuries. You have more than 53 players on your roster. You have a little bit more of kind of a versatility with them.
Yeah, J2K's got a good question in the chat here. He's asking, as far as elongating the schedule, would you guys subtract a wild card game to add that game to the regular season?
I don't think so. No.
I'd like to add a wild card game, like they did with baseball.
The playoff atmosphere is what everybody kind of comes for.
Well, they did add a wild card game a couple years ago.
Yeah, with the netting what was it, a seventh team into it? They added another game. So they essentially
that
did.
was the year the Bears backed into the playoffs that year. They lost and still got in, remember?
Correct. Yeah.
Maybe if they did like a kind of like the NBA's doing now, like a play-in
game and an in-season tournament. That's what they substituted. They instituted that this year, and that did really well.
Not for football, though.
Not for football, but yeah.
No, there's no chance.
Yeah, but
there's no chance that there'd be any sort of anything else.
Maybe no. I wouldn't see that in the NFL, but I'm just saying that they did institute that. It worked out pretty well for them. I mean, a lot of people actually kind of gravitated towards it, and the players did too, because there's a huge money incentive.
Do you guys understand the relegation in soccer? Have any idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so let's keep it to England, because I know we've got some London fans, and it might be the easiest thing to think of. There's a bunch of teams across the entirety of Manchester. You've got teams just everywhere, but there are multiple divisions. There are multiple divisions in soccer. So what happens at the end of the year after you play each other twice, one at home, one away, the bottom three teams relegate, and the division below you, 3 teams go up. And there's a little bit of finesse to it. There's a playoff at the end where the team who is furthest away from relegation plays as the team that was closest to going up, all that good stuff. Do you have any idea, or would you guys think that it would have any chance in the NFL?
No, I mean,
not.
Probably not.
What would have to happen is you'd have to have like the XFL or the USFL, whatever those leagues are, and really develop those for a while until they became affiliated with the NFL and they became those teams.
Like if you took like the worst, let's just you take the bottom half of the league teams, right? Like the shittiest teams, and you have them do a play-in to get into the playoffs. And then you can extend the season by like another month if you wanted to, which everyone would love.
Yeah.
You add a play-in game and forget about the 18 games. Let's just keep it where it's. I mean, I hate the odd number. It just drives me nuts. Like it's always so hard for all of us to figure out. Like, oh well, it's not 11-5 anymore. It's 11-6 or so on and so forth. But if you added if you took like the last place team of every division, and you had them do a play-in to get into a wild card round, that you added another wild card round, that might be interesting, because then you might end up with the Giants situation where they squeaked into the freaking playoffs and beat an undefeated team in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that made for great NFL. Like everyone is still talking about that.
The one thing I see kind of pissing people off is that you wouldn't necessarily have to try as hard in the regular season.
That's where I'm at.
That's true.
That's where I'm at.
You're essentially not incentivizing these teams to go and win 13, 14 games to get to those top seeds. because then they can just say, you know, fuck it, we're gonna make it in anyways.
That's true.
Why not?
That,
So
yeah.
that's the way I think about it. I think that would ruin the kind of the sport of the game.
And Dan loves to talk about how Caleb Williams is one of those few quarterbacks who teams literally go out of their way to lose for. Well, if you're going out of your way to lose in a relegation type situation, you're going under and you're not getting anything.
Yeah. You know what? I've actually seen.
I really hate how the NBA does it, because the Pistons, they're always a terrible team in the NBA. They've had the worst record 2-3 years in a row, and they're drafting 5th yet again.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
The draft makes no sense.
I hate the lottery draft is
stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
PJ, we have not gotten to chat yet. Let's hit up our chat.
Hey,
absolutely.
In the chat, welcome aboard their Foster Covers, Brewhouse 7, Thighs My Podcast, Cliff Victoria.
Hey, it's me.
Eric Harper.
Hi.
Doug Van Dorn.
James Hunter.
Jason UK.
Jason UK does the British Bears on our channel with Chris Watts from the UK.
Mr. Mayhem. Jeremy Munoz.
Don Burr's in here?
J2K.
J2K.
Don Burr. Wow.
What about a little Cliff Victoria action?
Cheers, Don Burr. We've
had Don Burr.
You're hanging out with us tonight? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we owe this honor?
Matt Kedro Kids.
The internet's favorite electrician.
Yeah, exactly. Who I wouldn't want working on my house because he's listening to fucking Bears podcast.
What year did your son's house burn down?
Yeah.
When did you know that?
Yeah. Scottish Bear, man. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Scottish Bear. Did we say Doug Van Dorn? Because Doug Van Dorn is our beloved.
Van Dorn.
What's up, Doug Van Dorn?
Brewhouse 7.
That goes crazy.
Fuck the Packers. Yes.
Fuck the fact, baby.
Calvin Canterbury.
Calvin Canterbury?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a new name.
That's a heck of a name right there.
Thanks for joining us. First time caller.
I think that could potentially be coming from the same IP address as a certain Don Burr, if you catch my drift.
Matt Kedro's hanging out with us tonight. What's up?
Heads.
Ked's the Canuck.
James Hunter. I don't know if we said that one or not.
Yeah, we said James Hunter. Eric Harper. Did we say Eric?
Yes.
I don't think so, but I put his name on the screen. Yeah.
You guys said it, but I got to get my weekly fucking J2K in.
Right. AC Adam.
AC Adam. I'm
Squeegee.
Oh, Squeegee's in. What's up, Squeegee? Squeegee was on our show a couple times, I think. At least once.
Hey, not to interrupt you guys. I think this is a perfect time while we're saying hellos and thank yous. And Nick, this is definitely coming directly from Nick's mouth as well. Adam Mason reached out to me simply because of my time on the Bears Country Podcast. He had me on, and from his channel, he gave us like 25 subs. Bears Country Podcast pushed us over 100 subs just to begin with. And there's so many names in this chat that are circulating everywhere in all of these chat rooms. So essentially to everyone, thank you guys.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you.
Huge thank you. We are not unappreciative. There's a reason we haven't been releasing videos, and it may or may not have been related to a child that Nick is the dad of. But
yes,
other than that, we've really appreciated everything, and we're just happy to be here.
Nick, we're sorry that we missed you coming out with Eric Kramer with us.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, I was busy anyways. Calls.
There's King Buka World. What's up, King Buka? Dylan Prescott, bear the fuck down.
What's up, Buka?
Mr. Mayhem.
Mr. Mayhem is truly the man.
Mr. Mayhem has been here from day fucking one. Love you, Mr. Mayhem. Appreciate you. Listen, you guys are the only reason why we do this. I promise you. We do this just to hang out with you guys and chat and have you agree or disagree with us and see what you have to say. Like, you guys are what makes this channel run. Without you, it does not work. So thank all of you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Doug Van Dorn hung out with us for the whole draft, man. That was fun.
Oh, I didn't even recognize that was VHS. I forgot he's got the cat emoji. Or his profile picture. It's ever changing.
VHS.
Yeah, Doug Van Dorn, J2K, those are some of the Rolodex guys. So everyone, definitely you guys in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
I love how you call them VHS. It's hilarious. So I want to get to Jason UK Bears. Okay,
so it's our fault.
So I turned 50 this Christmas, and we're trying. Chris Watts is trying to get his ass out here again for my birthday. I'm coming back into Illinois for a huge birthday bash at my aunt's property, 15 acres up north, and
where you can pee in the bushes.
Where I can piss in the bushes all I want. That's what I'm used to. And it was. I gotta tell you that story. Hold on, let me finish. So Jason UK, I invited him to come up, and he's going. So he just booked his flight. He's going to be here from the 18th to the 30th of this year. He's on my ass to get the tickets right now. So I gotta reach out to all my contacts to get the tickets. But I'm working on that, my friend. So Jason UK and his girlfriend are flying in on the 18th of December for yours truly's birthday, and to go to a Bears game, and we're gonna hang out on the farm, if you will. It's not really a farm, but it's a beautiful section of property that my aunt owns.
15 acres.
Yeah, big house, plenty of space for everybody. She loves to host people. She was totally when I asked her about if Jason and his girlfriend could stay along with Chris, she's like, "Oh, of course." So you're more than welcome to stay as long as you want.
Does she have paneling though?
I know someone who does.
No.
Uh-oh. Foster?
No paneling.
No paneling.
Foster?
Block that.
You have to put some paneling in the house, buddy.
Yep. Foster pulled himself.
They're just covering up the paneling, man. I will say this, man. Shorty's aunt and uncle and that whole family, they're awesome. I don't know how they're related to this guy, but really great people.
Yeah, you come. You hung out with us one night.
There.
Yeah,
I hung out there.
Eric Harper says Malort is on tap.
Malort on tap.
Oh, gross.
No, but my uncle drinks like it's Malort, so he's always in a good mood. Let's put it there. That's what Chris Watts was drinking that the entire time, thinking it was water.
It is water, bro.
He was drinking fucking White Claw.
Don't let anyone lie to you.
He was drinking a White Claw.
He had one in the morning thinking it was like a sparkling water. He's like, I'm hardly drinking all week.
Then it hit him like a.
This is water right here.
Mixed at a ship brick house.
Right. This is water. What you got is not water. This is water.
We were hanging out one night. He's like, "Are you not you're not drinking with us?" I was like, I'm drinking. I had the same thing. I'm like, I'm drinking this. He's like, I'm like, dude, it says right there, 5% alcohol. He's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Your family must think I'm an alcoholic. I'm like,
pretty much.
I don't give a shit if you are.
Yeah, Mo Bierman's pretty right. It might have been water to Mr. Watts.
So, Nick, how much time do you have with us tonight? I know you got baby duty and all that stuff. We don't want to waste your time. Let's talk Bears while you're with us. How long you got?
45 minutes, guys.
All right, cool.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I'll try to pump out as much as I can.
Let's go.
Obviously.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Working on your second one already, huh?
Yeah.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Heck yeah. All right, boys. Are we ready to talk about the schedule predictions yet?
Yeah, let's get
please.
going.
Let's
Let's
talk
get
about
cracking
the
on this,
schedule.
man.
Let's talk about the schedule.
Okay. Let me do my best here and see if I can get this on the screen for everyone. But of course, the first game of the season is going to be at home against the Tennessee Titans. What are you guys thinking?
W.
Absolutely.
A win.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
You
loss.
thinking out? Really? Let's hear why. I want to hear why.
It's more so the way Eberflus goes about coaching than anything. Whether or not, I don't think he would have our guys prepared for week one.
Okay.
And,
are you going based off of last year, essentially, with the slow start?
yeah, I mean, I'm that concerns me. That truly concerns me, the way he goes about doing that.
I got you.
So if he continues that, yeah, I see Tennessee with a new coach being fired up and go get him.
Let me say something though. He wasn't the DC last year at the beginning of the year.
Well, it's just this overall preparedness of the team is what I'm talking about.
Oh, you think the team just wasn't prepared? I could see that. I mean, the offense didn't fire at all calibers on the first week. I could see that. And it was especially against the Packers. I could see that.
Was Packers wasn't our first game, was it?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Wait,
Yes,
yes,
it was.
Okay.
yes,
All
it
right.
was because
Yeah,
we lost
and
38-10.
And you can't look at that Packers game and be like, oh, it was within 2 scores, all this good stuff. There was like a 28-point differential at halftime or something disgusting.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got their socks blown off.
Freaking
Yeah.
terrible.
I don't want to
Terrible.
get into like where the games are headed, and I want to play a video for you guys later about how the schedule makers made that. But simply put, I think that the NFL is doing the Bears a huge service by trying to
agree.
give Caleb Williams as much exposure to the NFL before the games start to matter. They all matter, but before they get down to the nitty-gritty, look, you've got some not easy games, but there's no divisional games until.
By the way, PJ,
November.
you were wrong. And the reason why I know that is because it was Justin's second year with Eberflus as the rookie head coach. That was the year that they introduced the 17-game schedule. And that was why I was so confident we were going to make the playoffs that year, was because we had, and to kind of whoever said that in chat here, that the Titans have a rookie head coach. I was thinking that the Bears could win that first game because we had a rookie head coach. There was no game film on them, on that team. And there was one extra game in the season plus one extra playoff game. That was why I thought last year they could have, 2 years ago, they could have made the playoffs with a rookie head coach. So you were wrong. It was 2022.
It was 2022.
So this is the third year of a 17-game schedule.
It's the second. This is
No.
about to be the.
Absolutely not.
No,
next
wait.
year-
Are we talking about Eberflus's rookie year? Was that?
Yes.
Bro, I'm-
And that was 21.
That was why I was so confident that the Bears could make the playoffs, was because they had a rookie head coach, and I thought we were going to beat Green Bay the first game of the season because they didn't have any game film of the new offense.
Right.
Plus, there was an extra wild card game plus one extra game. So I was confident we could make the playoffs
Right.
in Justin's second year. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
in
You were wrong.
2020, the COVID year, the Bears finished 8-8, which I'm not a math major. That's 16 games. Next season, they finished 6-11 in 2021 with a rookie Justin
yeah.
Fields.
Stop.
So 2021 was Nagy's year.
2021.
Yes.
So not
yes.
Eberflus's rookie year, Nagy's last year.
correct.
Yes.
2021
Fields was here before Eberflus.
is when I said the NFL went to a 17-game record.
Yep.
2021 is what I said.
Right. It was 2022.
No, it was
No, it's
21.
2021.
21.
Yes, 2021, the Bears finished
Fields' rookie year.
6-11. 11 plus
rookie
6 is 17 games. So this is the fourth year of a 17-game schedule.
No, this is the third year.
No.
No.
He's
The
talking
2021 season,
23.
the 2022
24.
season, and this past year was the 2023 season. We are going into the 2024 season. 4 fingers.
I don't know
3
anyone who
fingers
does
in the
sport
thumb.
like that.
I know, right? Like I was like,
Carl.
I can't do
1,
that.
2. I always go like 3 like that. Not
I'm not throwing gang signs on BCP.
no. I
Shot
all right,
fired.
whatever. I'm not going to test my memory right now. I got way too-
2021, 2022,
Still drunk from
2023,
Yep.
now 2024. So
All right.
All right. Back to the
I
Titans.
was not wrong.
Are we doing a collect? Do you want me to jot down like a collective BCP record, or do we want to go person by person? Because I can track that for us.
I think we should make it a collective.
I think we should do both.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's going to be hard to keep track of when it comes to pulling up images like we just had. Okay. Well, let me flip over this piece of hotel paper and write on this.
No, I've got a Google Doc. I can take care of it for us. The only thing I'm doing, I can show it at the end if you want, but essentially, I just want to keep referencing this, and then I'll go back and I've got it in a spreadsheet.
Adam Mason, Eric Christensen, welcome
Adam
aboard, guys.
Mason.
Welcome, Adam.
What's up, Adam? We were just talking about you,
Again,
Adam. Oh, good
not
stuff.
to take over.
Who keeps pulling him? Oh, he's gone. He just
He's
disappeared.
gone.
Oh
I
man.
didn't do it this time, man. I did it the first
Yeah.
His house just got bombed.
time. Then he brought up Slacker.
What were you saying?
There we go.
Guys, why'd you pull me? That was totally my. I apologize. Adam, just want to say thank you so much for having me on the show. Nick is very appreciative as well.
Yes, 100%.
A lot of feedback without really what I can tell, like genuine from just the community. I don't want to. It's BCP, but it spreads much more. It's just the Bears community.
Yeah.
Our video does not get many views, so went to our channel, liked that video, and subscribed without watching our content.
Mm-hmm.
Old
BC.
man. Yeah. So from BCP, it's Bears Country Podcast. You've got at the outro, it's your little globe. It truly is. It's all Bears fans across the internet, across the world.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
This is
BCP,
thank you.
Bears community and our people.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, this is what makes this so awesome, is because we are all fans. We are not enemies. Like, we all need to support each other in our Listen, there's so many Bears podcasts. It's kind of like NBC and ABC and Fox and and they all kind of they're all against each other, and then one person leaves and goes there, and it's like they're pulling people. Oh, I'm going to take this guy from NBC and bring. No. This is a different community, and this is a community of Bears fans. We are all fans here. We all want to be a part of the fan experience with all of the fans, especially when we're building something so special like this team is. So, thank you everyone that's ever been on the show, everyone that wants to come on the show in the future. Adam, thank you so much for your support. We had a great time with you on day 2 and 3 of the draft. You are killing it, bro. Love and appreciate everything that you're doing over there, because, like, listen, I love listening to what you have to say. I do. I have to tune into that, because you the way that you deliver it is great. And so everyone supporting each other is like all that matters, man.
That's how it should be. It's how it should be.
And that's real when you've got Don Burr and other fans of other teams coming in. It's Bears fans, but it's the NFL community, and you guys are awesome.
Don Burr used to make fun of us because we had like 250 subscribers. Nobody's listening to you guys. You guys suck. And now
I see him in your chat then. He's listening to you.
Tables.
He's making fun of himself at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to shout out Eric Christensen, who finally got on here live tonight.
What's up, Eric? Thanks for joining us.
Eric?
Where you at, Eric?
Live.
Welcome, Eric.
Eric.
Not
all
to
right,
be
so
confused with Andreas.
So
I think it's on Foster.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go with you, PJ. There's something about this game. I was looking at the Tennessee Titans, their roster, and I don't know. I just had an immediate feeling that this is a game where Bears are going to be up. They're going to be at home. They're going to be up for this game, but not quite enough, and we might get a little fun. I hope I'm wrong.
Do you guys
think that? I'm hoping that offensive line in Tennessee doesn't develop what it appears to be on paper, because I don't think it is as good as what it is on paper.
I don't think it is either.
Do you guys not think that Vrabel's a good coach?
It's not Vrabel.
I do.
Vrabel's not gone there.
Vrabel's not there.
Yeah, Vrabel's a good coach though, and the Titans roster got him fired.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But their roster is a little bit better this year. You look at their weapons on
because
offense.
Because he spent $35 million on Calvin Ridley.
He's still a pretty good. He's a top half wide receiver.
He's not. He was one of my first wide receivers taken in fantasy. He was a dud. He was the one running around with a diaper, filled with shit. And
he wasn't great, but he's better than Treylon Burks.
Well, Christian Kirk
and you have DeAndre Hopkins.
Christian Kirk is wide receiver 4 for the Bears.
I agree.
think that Calvin Ridley is terrible. I think that the Tennessee Titans roster is lacking. And if the Bears play an average game, they win the game at home.
I mean, all they have on defense is L'Jarius Sneed and Chidobe Awuzie. I mean, that's their defense.
They
Jeffrey Simmons.
They have a good defense, in my opinion, but it's the offense. I even like Will Levis. Nick, I think we made a TikTok debating Will Levis and C.J. Stroud or something like that.
I think we did.
Stroud is, Will Levis is fine, but the roster just sucks.
The line is bad. I will give you that. The line is bad.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my Michigan gear for a reason. Anyone from Alabama got whooped. J.C. Latham.
I have them winning. But I have the Bears winning. So
I'll be right back. My pizza just got delivered. I'll be right back.
My thing is all gone.
Okay, that's what we're calling it now.
My pizza. I got home from work at 7:00 and I had to do this. This is an hour early for me. I normally do this at 9. So
it's not cheese pizza, is it? We're not talking about CP.
Sausage.
Sorry, this is not the Barroom Network. Oh,
no.
CP and sausage. Holy smokes. Well, gentlemen, I am slacking as far as getting the full record down, but I will try and be fast here. So if I get some names down, I'm going to say that it's a dub. Nick absolutely thinks that the week 1 game against the Titans is a dub.
Yep.
PJ, what did you say? Are you thinking that it's an L?
Yes.
And then Foster?
I got an L too.
Really?
Okay?
Yeah.
And then I am going to have to speak for Shorty here, and I'm almost positive that Shorty said that he was absolutely thinking that this is a dub.
Yeah. So collectively,
Okay.
collectively,
So
it's
collectively
a win,
is 3-2, and that's how we have to do it. We have
That's
to
a
use
win.
Nick's oddity out here as the breaker. So
No,
collectively,
this
it's a
is-
dub.
This is perfect because this is exactly how it was last year when we did this. It
Mhm.
wasn't
Beautiful.
It wasn't 4 of us; it was 5 of us. So,
Yeah, we didn't have to, or we don't have to fight each other. I guess there's still 4.
no,
Well,
it's
it
just
could also
select-
come down to chat. Speaking of chat, Mr. Doug
Fuck
Van Dorn, you
chat.
got to be sorry, Mr. VHS. Let's keep it not rated R in this chat, please. There was enough of that in the barroom channel. Okay, well, what are we thinking for week 2 here? I lost my
I think we drop
thing
it.
that I was presenting, but feel free.
I think we should just go.
First
We'll go
week,
one
too.
by one. That way, not everybody's talking over everybody. I think
Yeah.
we should do it that way.
Yeah.
All right,
So
PJ, let's hear it.
Foster, feel free.
Where's this one at?
Prime time at Texans.
Oh, so okay. So the orange thing is home
Yeah.
games.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another L for me.
Any reason why, Mister?
Because he doesn't like Caleb Williams.
Real.
Houston is a better team.
Simply put, I guess I can't disagree with you there. They've got the star power. They clearly think that they're ready to win. They just traded for Stephon Diggs. I really, really like, and this has been my only real schedule release wish for the entire year. So happy that this game is on a primetime game and not a boring old 12 p.m. game. This is Sunday Night Football. If the Bears, which collectively we think that the Bears will go into that game winners of week 1-0, that's going to have so much hype around it. And if they win that game, you might not be able to just stroll down Chicago. It might be a little bit too rambunctious down there. But
Wait, hold on, really quick. Who had? So I have a win for the Titans. PJ had a loss. Who else? What are you?
Foster's looking at an L for week 1, and myself and Nick are saying a W. So because there's 5 people, we get the collective, of course, and the collective is a win.
But we're gonna do both.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Got it.
We're gonna keep track of both, just for the record.
Sure, that's fine. I just am doing a spreadsheet so I can show it to everyone at the end.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go last. So whoever is next.
I think Foster's up.
I got this as a loss. Texans are a good team that's gotten a little better with their off-season moves. Second year of this coaching staff together. It's going to be closer than anticipated because of what happened week 1, in my opinion. So, but I got the Texans winning this game. Hope I'm wrong on both of them.
Same.
What's up, Nick? What are you thinking?
Sadly, I have to agree with Foster and PJ. I think it's going to be an L. We're going against a solid team. You're looking at the number 1 rookie last year. You're looking at a solid defense that just added Danielle Hunter, has Will Anderson, both of them rushing. I think Caleb gets sacked a couple of times. I think it's going to be a tough game. I don't think they pull it off. It's going to be tough, and CJ Stroud's going to give the defense a lot to worry about. 100%.
Oh, real quick, I see CJ is going to regress a little bit this year. Just a shout out.
I don't know. I really don't think he will.
Love that Foster.
I don't know.
I think he overachieved a little.
He got a better weapon than Stephon Diggs.
I get it. I get it.
Sophomore
All the
slump,
stuff
Nick.
I'm
Sophomore
doing
slump.
is over a 50-year period of watching and evaluating players. So it's just I throw everything out. It all comes from what these eyes saw and what this brain can remember.
It's on the
Doesn't mean I'm
table.
right.
It for sure is on the table.
Anything's possible.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to go last. What do you got, Carl?
I don't want to take too much time on it. I think that the Texans have improved. I think it's going to be the reverse. I think that the Bears defense will play just fine. I think that the Texans defense is going to improve more than Stroud will stay as good. If that makes sense. And I think it'll be like not a low scoring game, but like a 17-14 type loss for the Bears.
Okay. Am I up next?
Yep.
I think so.
Why did the Texans look so good last year?
Pull them.
Quarterback.
And the OC. And the OC.
Exactly. And you guys have you guys heard about Mike Shanahan's rookie quarterback camp for quarterbacks coming from the college into the NFL and helping them to prepare for the NFL as far as cadence and plays and things like that? Mm-hmm. And Shane Waldron was one of his coaches for that.
The QB Collective, yeah.
Yes, so the QB Collective had Shane Waldron as one of their coaches. Now, so he's been working with Caleb Williams from a long time ago, leading up to now. You add in the rookie, so everyone just agreed that the reason why they were better than anyone expected last year was because of the rookie quarterback. 100%. Well, now we have one that is better than CJ Stroud. So for
allegedly,
I want to pull you. I want to pull you, PJ.
I'm just saying.
Love it. I love it. I love the passion.
Pull myself.
I love the passion.
I'm going to have to pull myself sometimes instead of you. Only because I'm white. Fucker. So I honestly think
white out of you.
I think there's a lot of white in me you got to smack up.
A little bit more red today, at least.
I'm the pastiest fucker on this entire channel. I'm going to win, man.
And
win. It's a win.
Pretty good.
Okay.
A win is a win is a win. I don't disagree with you, but unfortunately, as a collective, we're thinking that's going to be a loss.
Adam Mason, my QB PTSD ends this year, my friend, and so does yours, and so does everyone else's.
Yeah,
it ends this year.
BCP.
Possible. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't rule out a CJ Stroud this year for Caleb. I wouldn't at all.
CJ Stroud came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like he was my number one quarterback. He
was a lot of people's number one quarterback.
Definitely mine too.
But it did
come out. Coming out of nowhere when 50-70% of people that I just off the top of my head haven't had him as number one.
It did come out that the Texans said that if they would have had the number one pick, they would have went with Bryce Young.
They did. They said that.
Yes, yeah. They would have went with Bryce Young.
But
good old Lovie Smith.
He came out of he came out of nowhere, and broke a shitload of records.
Yeah,
I think that those records with this team built right now that Caleb is stepping into is going to break those records.
I think he could get near Herbert's rookie record. It's very possible. If he is what we think he is, it is possible.
The fact that he's going in and he's asking questions and he's asking this, he's asking that. He wants to know the answers to this. He wants to know the whys to that. He's this, and that.
He's very thorough.
Yes, he's very
like a vet.
He's charismatic and he's very intelligent and he reminds me of myself, like taking on this new job. I asked so many questions that I had them going, I don't even know the answer to that. And I was like, well, why don't you know the answer to that? And they're like, well, we've never seen that before. I'm like, so you're telling me you gave me something that nobody's ever done before? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, shit. Okay, so when you have that kind of a quarterback that's asking those questions and is that involved in what's going on, and I mean, the guy, it took how long for someone to do this? I mean, we can all say that he stole that from the Bear Man, but the Bear Man was wearing a bear claw.
Yeah.
So he literally started this. If you look at the Bears website and you look at the final picture of minicamp, everyone there is PJ.
Do it to him. Do it to him.
I'm about to pull your ass, PJ.
I just got a question. Let
me finish.
I gave you your chance. There you go.
Everyone doing this in the picture means success. It means everyone is buying into him. And when everyone is buying into him, that means he's a true leader. Yeah. And when PJ, I didn't want to bring up I wanted to make this a topic of tonight's show about the reports coming out about Justin Fields not being a good leader, and one of the previous coaches that is no longer a coach said it was a shit show, and he could tell from day one that he couldn't read more than 2 reads. He was a 1 or 2 read quarterback. He knew it from day one. I didn't want to bring all that up because I wanted to respect you, but you need to get off of Justin Fields and get out of Caleb Williams, bro. This kid is 100% better. If you wanted to put all your eggs into just Justin Fields' basket, You need to take all those eggs out and put them into Caleb Williams' basket, my friend.
Not until he showed me something.
Man, it's like the ALS challenge, just ice bucket, just throwing it all on PJ. Holy smokes.
It'll take 2 fucking passes. You'll be like, wow.
And until then, I'm going to be where I'm at.
And I said this,
DJ Moore even. Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I said this pre-show that I envision Caleb Williams going to the coaching staff and going, because he's that cerebral and forward-thinking, going to the coaching staff and saying, I want my first pass to be a deep ball for a touchdown. So let's design it. And
you think that Caleb is going to say that?
Yes, that's the kind. He's that fucking smart. So he'll come. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does, and his first pass in the NFL is a touchdown, a deep ball for a touchdown, forget about it. Mm-hmm. Forget about it. That'll be the play that'll convince you, PJ. You'll be like, holy shit. Okay, well,
okay. Seeing as though you drew me into this conversation without me saying.
Here we go.
Yeah, seeing as though you drew me into this conversation, I'm going to go there. I have been a Bears fan since 1969.
Oh God, I'm pulling my.
So because I've been a Bears fan since 1969, I have.
You're jaded. You're jaded. That's why.
I have seen a lot. So I'm at a point now where, show me, all this. Oh, he's a first overall pick. Doesn't mean nothing to me. It doesn't mean nothing that he was the generational quarterback. None of that means nothing to me. Show me. This is all I'm at. Show me. All this, all these other intangibles that we're talking about. I've seen it all. I've seen them all. Show me. That's all I'm saying. Show me. I've never once said he was a bad quarterback.
Popcorn ready.
You'll see on the first play, my friend.
I've never said he was a bad quarterback. Right. But I'm never going to sit up there and say, oh, he's a second coming of Moses just because he's the number 1 overall pick. Oh, I like his character. I like his charisma. Oh, I think he's going to be a great quarterback because he knows how to talk to the media. I don't care about none of that. Show me. Get on the field. Show me. And when you show me, yes, my tune will change. And it's not about Justin right now. It's about all this hype around this guy, and he haven't shown me nothing yet in the NFL. Show me in the NFL, we can have this conversation.
He hasn't had the chance yet, but you are.
Well, that's the whole point. Because he hasn't having a chance, I'm not going to be acting like, oh, he's this second coming. Show me. You show me, then you know what? I'm supporting it. I'm a Bears fan regardless. And think about real relationships.
Hell yeah.
You're going to have your good points. You're going to have your bad points. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. That's a relationship. Right now, I'm at a down because I'm like, okay, we praising this guy like he won a Super Bowl or he at least won the college championship, and he ain't done none of that. Show me something before I start praising.
Answer Jeremy Munoz's question.
Well, I'm going to answer this for you, Jeremy. Justin showed me improvement every year. That's my argument. It has always been my argument. That's what I keep on saying. He was showing me improvement.
Got a point.
Where I'm at with Caleb haven't shown me nothing. I've never said he was a bad quarterback. I think he has some talent, but I haven't seen it in the NFL yet. So until then, show me. I'm not going to say he's a second coming and he's this great guy. No. Show me. Period.
You put all of your eggs into the basket of the 11th pick in the draft that should have been the second or third.
That doesn't matter to me.
You have the first pick in the draft that, like I said, teams would have lost games to get that guy, and you are not. I don't understand how you can't be bought into him by now.
Because even when we drafted Justin with the number 11 pick,
but he doesn't even have half the moxie of Justin.
Moxie? What does that? How does that?
When he talks, he has a smile. He is like he's
smiling and talking wins you a game.
No, obviously it does.
No, it doesn't.
Obviously it does.
Talking, smiling, charisma does not win you a game. It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it shows you that you have a different element than the previous quarterback, which is twice the element of what that. Listen, when Justin was drafted, he sat on his couch like,
he was disappointed.
Bears.
I don't think he was disappointed. I don't think he was disappointed that he went to the Bears. I think he was disappointed that he fell as far as he did.
Thank you, Nick.
But he was like, he got up, he put on the hat. He's like, I guess I'm going to the Bears.
But I think the thing is that he had probably had a lot of teams telling him, hey, if you're here when we're picking, we're gonna take you, and they didn't take him.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you all you guys this question.
I mean, it happened with Queen Anne Mitchell this year.
Wasn't
the Raiders told him?
Wasn't Trubisky the first quarterback taken?
Yep.
Yeah.
It happened with C.J. Stroud.
And Trubisky came in looking like he was the first quarterback taken. He knew he shouldn't have been. He was like,
I'm asking
didn't Trubisky only have 12 college football games?
But the question
there was a huge debate. A lot of people thought that Watson or Mahomes should have gone before him.
No, a lot of people did have Trubisky as first.
Debate.
A lot of people
but there was a debate.
There was
no debate.
The only thing I'm saying is, if the argument is because Caleb is the number one overall pick, and we ought to have this support for him because he's a first quarterback taken, and he's all Trubisky, second overall pick, first quarterback taken. What happened? So my point is, I'm not saying Caleb's a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, show me.
If you go back and watch the college tape of both of those quarterbacks in real time, as you were watching Justin, as you're watching Caleb, you cannot tell me if they were both in the same draft, you would not want Caleb more than Justin. You can't tell me that. He's much more dynamic than Justin ever was. Period.
I think that Caleb's farther along now than Justin was coming out. 100%. I mean, you hear our current wide receivers talking about it just from a few throwing sessions with him that he's
Moore said it himself.
He's on time with his throws. He's very anticipatory.
No, he's not on time with his throws. No, he's not.
What?
No, he's not.
I've got a very basic way to analyze.
No, he's not.
So the Bears released. I can get this in front of us. The Bears released a video of Caleb Williams throwing to the receivers, and it was a drill where they do a slant. He catches the ball from whoever's throwing it to him. He snaps it out. I wanted to turn that into some sort of opener, something or other. I split the clip into 6 seconds just because, for reasons related to YouTube copyright. Each 6-second clip, it was like it was a carbon copy. It was nuts.
It was the same throw over and over
and
over.
It was like a carbon copy. The only difference was the human or the number catching the ball.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork.
Even the deep balls, the first video that came out of his deep balls.
Yeah,
they were on target every single throw in the same exact
and it
spot.
didn't even look like he was trying. He was
talking about Caleb, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at his pro day. He's the only quarterback I've ever seen at a pro day that ran the offensive plays from his school, and the X receiver was doing this route, and so the X receiver is going out and then cutting across the middle, but Caleb's dropping back. And he's going through his reads like, I'm supposed to look here, I'm supposed to look there, then he's going to be open. And by the time he threw the ball, he was barely even like turning his eyes to look at him as he was throwing it, and the ball came out of his hand right on target. When you watch people doing pro days, they're trying to run around as fast as they can and throw that ball, and they're trying to do the Zach Wilson shit, where they run left and throw right across their entire body. Like this kid. His pro day was about demonstrating his ability to go through his reads and throw the ball to the receiver on time without even barely looking at him. That sold me right there. Like,
it's the same thing every single time. It's baffling.
It's a fluid release too. It's fast.
It's the quickest release I've ever seen.
It's like Rodgers. It's as fast as Rodgers. Yeah.
Fields had a hitch when he would throw, and that's kind of what took.
Is this the part where we started playing that love story song? Because you guys are just man. You guys are just man. God,
PJ, go and pull up Justin Fields' training videos before he got traded, like after the season, but before he was traded. When you watch him drop back, he drops back and then he plants his feet. And then as he's about to do this long windup where he takes the ball from here and then has to throw it from there, before he does that, he flips his feet. Now, either that was on the coaching staff by making them change his feet from left to right when he was in the stance, or it was just because that's what he does. So when he's dropping back and he's also doing this before he throws the ball, he flipped his feet.
All right.
Caleb Williams, he holds the ball like this and runs around like a maniac.
I got one question for each and every one. I got one question for each one. If I'm doing you, Shorty. I'm doing the doggone.
You're pontificating.
I'm pontificating. So if Caleb fails, and all these things you guys pointed out,
I will.
What are you going to say?
I will. If he fails, I will quit this fucking channel.
Well, it's on him if he fails.
We'll all be out of a job.
Ooh.
That's the thing. For past quarterbacks, it hasn't been on them.
So the thing I'm saying is, I don't dislike the guy. I don't. The fact is, I just want to see it. I mean, I've been a Bears fan for 56 years, 55 years. So bear with me. I want to see it.
And I want to throw this into perspective with PJ, because I'm a long time too, man. So that first season that PJ saw the Bears, they were 1-13, and we lived through 4. It was a 14-game season, and we lived through 4-win seasons forever for a decade.
Back in the 1920s.
Well, I was going to say, PJ, he's not the second coming of Moses because I was there.
From the top rope.
And just the duration of what we've been through, you've got to prove shit to us, because we've seen this over and over where we've got the next coming and it never freaking happens. Even with Justin Fields, it was still a show me thing. I saw the progression with him. I saw what was around him. Caleb was put in a great position to do something great here. I mean,
I agree.
There's no doubt about it.
I
Best
agree.
Position.
The answer to PJ's question, dude, if he fails, Arch Manning's looking pretty good.
Unbelievable.
Can't even fucking make it on the Texans. I mean, come on. Or on the on Texas.
He's not the starter for Texas. Yep.
Like he got beat out by what's his name? Like Arch Manning is bullshit. If he fails, if Caleb Williams fails, it will be enough for me to say, fuck all this. None of us know anything.
Yeah.
But Justin Fields was an 11th pick in the draft, trade up for to take a chance on, and it didn't work out, and we could all see the reasons why. I keep going back to that Tampa Bay game. I was at with Cliff, Victoria from Chet.
A lot of reads were missed.
Oh my God, it was so frustrating. Chris Watts came in. We watched the Vikings game where he got injured, and Chris Watts we did a show that night after the game or the next week, or he was like, I'm done with him. But then he got back on because we all wanted to believe that he could be that guy, PJ, but he wasn't. When you have the first pick in the draft and you draft someone like this, we're talking about an Andrew Luck, and not even a Trevor Lawrence. This kid is better than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is still trying to find his way in the NFL. He made the playoffs and had a good game.
Hold up now. Trevor Lawrence took his guys to the playoffs.
Trevor Lawrence is not the superstar that everyone thought he was going to be as the first pick in the draft. Caleb Williams, I promise you, with all the encompassing things about him, his personality, his charisma, how he approaches the game, the way that the Bears are doing this with him is different.
Yeah.
And it's going to take you one fucking pass, my friend. Then you're going to be on the show. I cannot wait for the day. Because I like this conversation with you is so maddening, although loving, because I love you and I love your passion for Justin. However, one fucking pass is all it's going to take, and you're going to be like, "I'm done." Yeah, you were right.
I have watched Caleb Williams. I've never once said he was a bad quarterback. I think he's pretty good. But to your argument that because he's the number 1 overall pick, because he has his charisma, because he has all these. What if he would have been the 3rd quarterback pick? Does that change who he is?
No.
Shorty?
Yeah.
It does change who he is because because of a team, the way a team looks at him, it changes who he is.
Yeah, then he falls into the Zach Wilson run. Where somebody they wanted we saw that one pass that he made when he was
because of how someone else looks at him changes who he is.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But according to Shorty's logic, it does. So the thing I'm saying is, I understand all the things you say about it. Only thing I'm saying, once again, show me on the field. Because even when we drafted Justin, I was like, okay, he has to show me. And to Adam Mason's point on his videos, he showed how Justin made progress every year.
He did.
Now,
incremental, but progress is progress.
The bar was set so low too.
Only thing I'm saying is he had no weapons. He had a team that wasn't around him. So we can forget that argument because the point is he made progress.
He did.
And I'm saying if Caleb comes here and does well, yeah, I'm going to support him. But right now, he hasn't shown me anything. He hasn't shown me anything. I mean, I don't care who the quarterback. You bring in a new rookie quarterback, I'm not going to be praising him because you will never hear me say of a rookie quarterback before he played his first game, because of his charisma, because he's the number 1 overall pick, because he sit up there and walked on water in the bathtub. I think, he's a great. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sorry. I've always been of the effect, give me a team. Give me a team. And you give me a team, and then we have.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last show until the first game of the season, because we don't want to talk to PJ in this Justin Fields mode anymore.
Well, you can talk about him, but I didn't put.
I need a break. I don't know if we should get back to the schedule here, but
I don't have much longer. I don't have much longer.
I've been going to pull Shorty for the last 2 freaking minutes. That son of a bitch. Sorry, Mrs. Shorty.
Nick, how much longer are you thinking?
Probably 10, 15 minutes. But I do want to say something about Fields last year on this whole conversation. Okay. Yes, Fields made incremental progress. I will give you that, PJ. He did make progress as a passer, but let's look at it this way. Poles gave him a number 1 wide receiver in DJ Moore. Poles gave him a top 5 to top 10 defense to the back half of the year. And we missed the playoffs, and he was the worst statistical quarterback in the 4th and 3rd quarter. He was bottom 29-30 in the 3rd quarter, and the absolute worst quarterback in the 4th quarter. He could not take care of the ball.
Let me piggyback on that, Nick, by saying before that year, before we got DJ Moore was his number 1 receiver. We all talked about, is DJ Moore a number 1 or a number 2? Oh, you see, he could be. Well, because that was his first fucking read.
Right.
And that was his second. So when he got DJ Moore was his first read. Kmet was his second. DJ was his third. In that game, in the Tampa Bay game, when he was wide open in the fucking end zone, he said, I wasn't even supposed to look at him because he was a decoy. Caleb will go wide open, touchdown. Yeah. And then nobody will talk about that he was supposed to be a fucking decoy. So thank you for making that point.
DJ Moore had a career year last year with Fields at quarterback. So he had a great year with Fields. They were a good dynamic duo. I will say that. If you look at the numbers to him passing to everybody else except for DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, the numbers were abysmal. They were very, very, very bad.
The same thing the year before with Mooney and Kmet.
They were very bad.
Yes. 1-2 read. He's a 2-read quarterback. Let's get to the.
I love Fields.
I love him too. I started this podcast because of Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So I want to see a consistent interior offensive line because I haven't seen one in years here.
He didn't have that last year. I will say that is what hindered a lot of his progress.
Haven't had one.
I will say that his interior offensive line
PJ's going nuts.
A lot of his progress.
PJ's like.
What you doing?
I
PJ
think
has to start wearing a diaper for this show.
PJ and I were really born in Missouri. Frickin' show us first before we sit here and say all this crap.
Let's give PJ his final say, and let's get back on.
Because everybody is on this Caleb bandwagon right now. And my point is, if Caleb fails, are you guys going to turn your back on Caleb?
100%. He had 100% because of his start, because of what he's starting with. He has the best supporting cast the number 1 pick has ever had.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, because I'm looking at it.
We're all going to tell you he sucks.
I'm just saying, I'm looking at it from a person point of view. You guys, we all look at football players.
You're taking it too personally.
I'm not taking it.
I mean, everyone's going to give Caleb his 3 years, just as we did Fields.
Well, no, they're going to give him probably 4. But the point is, if I'm looking at it like, okay, you had a job. And, you're trying to do your best. You're showing improvement at your job. Then they let you go. Yeah, to everyone else, they're going to look at a production point of view and just look, okay, his production wasn't great. Move on. But he's a person.
Of course.
And if I care enough about you to sit up there and spend my money on a jersey, to spend my money to go watch you specifically play. I'm caring about you because I have an investment in that because I don't blow money like that. I'm sorry, I just don't blow money like that.
Yeah.
So I now have a personal interest in it. Now I'm actually personally interested in your development. And then for somebody just to shut down your career, yeah, I care about you as that person. Yeah. Now, like I said, I'm not holding that against Caleb. What I'm saying for Caleb is what I said for Fields when he came in. Show me. That's all I said. Show me.
Yeah.
Now Fields didn't have nobody like Caleb. Now Caleb has a beautiful team around him offensively. So show me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, hey, I wish he fails. Just show me. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I think he's the greatest quarterback because he can walk on water in the bathtub. No, I'm not. Sorry. Show me. Once you show me, then I can start changing my feeling. I mean, you know what? This guy is good.
He'll be so great he can walk on water in a wine glass. Let's move on to the schedule. So
yes, please. Week 3.
So Nick can get back to cleaning up barf and shit.
Let's come back.
I'm so excited.
Come back to earth. We've got essentially as a collective, we're thinking that it's going to be 1-1 heading into the Colts at the Colts.
Carl, you said a win for the Texans or a loss?
A win for the Texans, a loss for the Bears.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So Mr. Shortini here is the only one who thinks that the Bears will win in week 2.
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah, Mr. Shortolino. Did I mispronounce it?
Yeah. That's it. Your name is fucking Cull.
Dude, just to be
say my name without an R. That's how my grandma says it.
Just to be more diverse, it's Shortinez.
All right, Colts. That's a win for me.
Easy? That easy? Just a win?
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win for me. Go ahead.
Just run down it, Pete.
I don't know.
All right, Indianapolis. At Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If that was a home game, I would have said yes. But because it's an away game, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm going to say no.
They're going to have a high-powered offense this year.
Okay, I say no.
Oh, you're buying into the Anthony Richardson crap?
I'm buying into the offensive, the head coach that was the former
just like
OC.
Fields. Anthony Richardson is an MVP like chatter right now. It's kind of embarrassing.
Here's the thing I got with this team is now. So I got a good close-up look last year at the Colts because I was there with Swift Sports when we had that preseason scrimmage with them. And they looked not good, man. And they played much better than they appeared in preseason. So if you look at their
they went to the playoffs.
That's what I said. Who had the Colts going to the playoffs last year? Anybody here?
Not a lot of people, but they also didn't have Anthony Richardson getting hurt and Minshew playing.
Their fans even were hoping to win 5 or 6 games. I talked to 100 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Bears win based on the 2 losses that they just had.
They made the playoffs last year.
In my scenario, this is a big game for Flus. It's
his revenge game.
He's got connection with the Colts, man. He was there for how long? And I just think at this point in the 3rd week, with what has happened in my scenario, this is where the Bears start to overcome maybe that first week let down by the defense. This is in my scenario.
Yeah.
Things start to turn here, even though it's a road game. They're going to start showing what they're really capable by week 3.
Yeah.
So, PJ, you had a win or loss?
Loss.
I got a W.
And you have a W. Okay.
Trying to keep it short. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nick.
I got a W. I think the Bears pull it off. They have a very weak defense. I think the Bears can do it.
Yeah, I think that Eberflus really wants to stick it to his old team. I'm not too impressed with the Colts. I also think Bears win.
Yeah.
All right. I can hear the baby, so let's move on. Let's go.
Yeah. Last one, and then I got to
hop on. The Colts almost made the playoffs.
Nick, send me what your record prediction is just on Snap.
I will. Yeah.
So I'll throw it up on the screen for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, who's next after the?
Did PJ say this was a win?
Loss.
He said loss.
PJ has his 0-3 right now.
Rams.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Week 4. Collectively, the Bears are coming in at 2-1, according to the BCP, and the Rams at home.
That's a cute little cry. My God, you gotta be like, oh, I gotta hold my baby because it's so cute.
Doesn't cry often, so
He just wants some screen time.
Yep.
Yeah. Put him on the screen. Make him a star.
Make him a star.
Oh, he's downstairs with his mom. I don't want to go grab him.
No.
Go ahead, Carl.
Week 4 Rams. Personally, I have the Bears at 2-1. I think I have them at 2-1. I think this is one of those games I've always not liked the Rams, but watched the Rams do good, especially against the Bears. I have a bad feeling about it just because it's early in the year. I've got them taking a loss here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Michigan guy, if you can't tell. Blake Corum, Kyron Williams, that dual-headed running back room. I think that they'll be able to get the job done.
Bears did have the number 1 rush defense last year. Just putting that out there.
Right. But a lot of the nitty-gritty for this offseason are UDFAs. We're going after a bunch of DTs. Our middle of our defensive line might not be set in stone just yet. Might be adding to that before the season starts, of course, but I don't know. Just something about it, against the Rams specifically.
I think that not adding a DT in the draft solidified Javon Dexter's starting spot next to Andrew
I don't
Williams.
think there was much of a question because they didn't make it splash on a 3 technique.
They were in on Wilkins. I will say they were in on Wilkins to a specific number, and it got way too expensive.
They got a couple of nice UDFAs though. Randolph from Illinois.
Yeah,
and,
that guy from JMU.
He got some bodies, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But
What do you got, Nick?
I got a W. I got the Bears pulling off a W. They're without Aaron Donald. You have an aging Tre'Davious White in the secondary.
Yep.
Their linebackers aren't, something to, write home about. They do have Byron Young, Kobe Turner. Those are some uprising stars. But I don't know. I think Stafford gives us a little bit of run for our money, but I think the defense holds true.
I got a W because when this game starts Chicago time, it's 9 a.m. in LA. I don't know if anybody thinks that, like I think.
I don't know if that applies to a McVay coach team, but I see the vision.
I just again, so now I'm at this point in my season where the Bears are actually 1-2, and this is week 4, so there's a little more progression. The offensive gets a little more continuity.
Yeah.
The defense gets back to playing like they played those last 6-7 games when Sweat came over. So I'm taking this as a W. It's going to be a close game. It's probably a 50-50 game at this point in my mind.
I think it's one of those.
I'm going to give the Bears the home field advantage and say it's a dub. So now I'm at 2-2 personally. Peach.
Loss.
Wow.
He's got no faith, man. He's got no
Hey,
faith.
show me.
No.
Show me the money.
On this one, it has nothing to do with the quarterback. I think it's strictly McVay versus Eberflus.
Okay. Yeah, smart.
What is that? Is that at home or
Played on the
away?
field?
It's at home.
It's a fucking win. That's a win. Jeez, PJ.
I like it.
0-4.
I like it. Foster, you're muted.
Who fucking what do we got as a collective? I did it myself.
I'm 4-0.
Yeah, well,
Imagine that.
PJ is 0-4.
I got to balance this out.
Foster is 2-2. Carl is 2-2, and Nick is 3-1.
Collectively, after the Week 4 game at home against the Rams, the Bears would be 3-1.
Okay.
Ain't no way.
Nick, I know that you said those are the last one. So
I'll do the Panthers just because it's low hanging fruit. I'll do the Panthers because it's low hanging fruit.
That's a win, right?
A loss, right?
It's a win. No, it's a win.
Big loss.
It's a dub.
28-0.
It's a dub.
Yeah.
I think that we stomp a little harder in our parade against the Panthers and roll them over.
They're gonna be so mad watching Caleb Williams throw the football and just dicing them up, right?
Yep. And real quick before I go, because I gotta hop off, I want to say that I think that this schedule is the back half sucks for the Bears, but the first front 9 games could not have been any better for Caleb Williams to land in the NFL. You set him up with one of the worst ranked pass defenses in the Titans. 5 of the 9 teams that we play in the first 9 games all had one of the worst records in the NFL last year. I think that this sets him up perfectly to come into the NFL and kind of get him ready and almost, I don't want to say coddle, but I kind of want to go along those terms of getting him ready for the division games because those are going to be the hardest games this year. 100%.
They are.
There could be 3 NFC North teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is the first time in the Super Bowl era that we have had a division game not up until week 11.
Yeah.
This is the latest it's ever happened.
Yeah. They usually start off with the Packers.
It's
in the
always.
first game, yeah.
And the first year since I think 2005 or 4, we haven't had a primetime Packers game. The first time.
Wow. That's
because 05 was a standalone, I think not Christmas. It was a standalone game on, I don't remember what holiday it was. It was a standalone game at 5:00. So you could go back 2004, first time that they've never played the Packers in prime time, which I almost kind of thought they would have had that. They might get flexed.
Well, if it's week 18 at Packers and they both have a good record, they're getting flexed.
There's playoff
That's for
intentions.
damn sure.
100%. And I was almost going to be
Detroit too. Any of those.
I'm surprised that they didn't do it off the bat just because of Caleb Williams.
I was
like
surprised.
The NFL wants Caleb Williams to succeed.
Yeah, and I was surprised the Bears did not have a Lions primetime game as the first game. I thought that was a gimme.
No.
I thought that would have been a gimme.
I thought they'd have they'd put the Lions as the last game of the season because there could have been implications there.
I think the Lions are. I think that they knew the Lions were pretty much a lock for the playoffs after seeing what happened last year. And I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'll go as far to say that. I don't want to get clowned later, but
fuck the Packers. I just typed that in chat. Fuck the Packers.
You do that in your sleep.
Well, Nick, you got to head out, Nick.
Yeah, I got to head out. I got to go take care of the baby.
I'll see you, Nick.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah.
Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you?
At Thigh and Smy on YouTube. I try to be on there as much as I possibly can. It is tough with the baby and everything, but I'm going to try and be on as much as I can. Obviously, coming up with the season coming so soon, so I will be out there as much as possible. And me and Carl are hoping. I know we're going to talk about it. We want to go to a game this year and hopefully get a live stream in at the game. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So find us on YouTube at Thigh and Smy, please. And thank you to ACP.
Nick is real active on Twitter for all the young guns. Follow him on Twitter. He got some good stuff going on there as well. So.
Nick, thank you for
thank you. I love this. I love this atmosphere, guys. I love it. I want to be on here as much as possible with you guys. This
awesome. You're welcome on anytime you want. We'd love to have you on again. Please let us know whenever your time is free, and we'll have you back on again with us for sure.
100%. Thank you, guys.
I'm Can.
Send that schedule, Nick.
Yeah, Foster's been fucking us off for like the last month, so
I'll step in.
Who's fucking Foster?
No, I just am fucking Foster. That's my name.
You are fucking Foster, and you are now currently fuck off Foster. Hey, let's get in the way.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate
it. Your logo looks awfully familiar.
It does, doesn't it? It's kind of crazy.
Nick, plead the fifth.
The first time I saw it, I was like, "That's awesome! It's even better than ours." I asked Carl how you got it. He's like, "Yeah, I got an inside job."
Yeah, we got our connections. We got our connections.
we got our content overseas. We legitimately got our content overseas. That is not a false statement. So.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, we love talking with you, Nick.
Peace out, Nick.
It was great. Sorry we couldn't finish the schedule with you, but
not at all,
take
guys.
care of your life
thing.
and hop back on us with us anytime you want, my friend.
I will see you guys next week.
All right, cool.
All right, later, guys.
All right, later, man.
Send that schedule.
Yep.
What up, Swifty?
What's up, Swifty? We got a lot of new guys in here. STC, Adam Mason, Eric Christensen, Jay Grizz.
Jay Grizz in the hizzy.
Love Jay Grizz. Mo Bierman's in here. Hair Bear.
Mo Bierman.
Look at all you. Hey, let me ask you guys this.
Hair Bear.
You know what, BCP? Let me get a you know me.
You know me.
You down with BCP?
Yeah.
You know me, dude.
Creighton Wilfong.
Creighton Wilfong. I always thought he was like Lester Wilfong Jr.'s brother, but he spells it differently. It's not Wilfong, it's Wilfong, I think, isn't it?
And this guy's working on like important shit during the day, but
Destroyer. 13.
Foster from the top rope.
Destroyer.
Wilfong.
Swifty. Hanging out with us tonight, man. Swifty with his busy ass life hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you, Swifty. God,
so guys,
Where we at?
I wanted to say before we get back to the schedule, there are a few comments that I think would be appropriate to kind of address, but because I didn't want to miss anything. Cliff had asked us regarding the game that's going to be played in Brazil between the Packers and Philly. Don't know if you guys heard, and I'm not too educated on this, but there's either a stadium rule or it's a rule of thumb that there can't be any green. So he wants to know what you guys think will be the uniform colors between two green teams.
Wait, what?
Well, you can't.
I shouldn't have brought it up with that
green. You can't wear a green uniform in this stadium in São Paulo.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about, Foster?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, but here's my thought on this. If you go back and you look at the throwback jerseys, there's a brown and yellow for Green Bay. And this is just a guess.
Oh yeah.
I would go back and look at something like that and a mix of those colors, or probably the smart thing to do is to have
black
it be
versus white,
some sort of soccer type looking jersey without a green in it. But for the Packers, they could go brown and yellow because they've had the throwback jerseys with that. And then Philly, you could go, I think, black and white if you go back 40s, 50s.
Who was the home team?
Yeah, I don't even know.
It feels like an Eagles as the home team. I could get a confirmation on that, but I'm pretty sure
Eagles does have a black jersey.
Yeah, and the Packers have white on white, but they still have the green accent, so they'd either have to modify it, or I don't know if
no green at all. Is that what it is?
Why? I don't know if it's literally a rule or if it's a rule of thumb, but
is it like
it's not going to contain much green.
I wonder if it's like a what is it called when you walk under a ladder or you break a mirror? What's that called? A superstitious thing? Or is it because people fight over that color? Or that's weird.
Either way,
I love it. Fuck the Packers.
Swift Sports Network is saying that the Packers have a white jersey set already, and the Eagles have an all black one too. So I mean, it's just that.
But they both have green accents.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that it is confirming that the Eagles are considered the home team, just like how the Bears are considered the home team against the Jaguars in London.
Which pisses me off that we lost the home game with what's going on.
But it's fair. It comes out. I'll throw the schedule up real quick. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games at home.
Yep.
So 8 at home, 8 away, and then the odd man out, the 17th game is in the UK.
Well, it's still at a disadvantage, and I say this because Jaguar play a lot of their home games in the UK already. So
but the Bears fans travel well. Jason, UK Bears can attest to that. So I'm not too worried about that.
And Bears fandom was established like 4 years ago in England.
But I'm saying the Jaguars play a game over there multiple times a year. Twice a year, I think.
Yeah, the London Jaguars.
Pretty much.
Okay, and then the other comment that I think we should address just real quick from J2K regarding the roster sizes. He was thinking if maybe as far as the cut downs, what we thought about instead of going from 85 to 80 to 53 with the roster cuts, it's going to go from 90 to 53. You guys have anything to say about that?
Didn't it do that last year?
Yeah.
It did it last year.
Yeah.
I thought they did as well.
Last year was
I don't agree with it.
Because we talked about there being 1,100 free agents on that day of cut.
Yeah.
So
it should go from 85 to 60. It shouldn't be a 53-man roster anymore, in my opinion.
I agree.
You want to add more games? Start building up to that and add more players to the teams that can play during a game because you're going to have injuries. I mean, a lot of times you get down to like they keep 2 quarterbacks and like the running back becomes the 3rd quarterback or whatever, like we saw with Montgomery years back. But it's bullshit that there's so many players and it's down to 53.
I think it's actually better that they do it all at the end because it gives these guys an opportunity to make some cash if they're not going to get picked up by another team. I'm looking at it from that angle, man. It's all about taking care of your family one way or the other and at the end of the day. And if these guys aren't able to stay on a team a couple more weeks and get a couple more paychecks, freaking league's got enough money, man. So
yeah.
I wanted to get to another
angle, dude.
Another chat. Somebody said, "Where is it?" That the Packers have ugly colors. Right here. Oh, sorry. It was Mr. Mayhem saying the Packers have ugly colors. I always call the Packers colors booger green and hangover piss yellow. So yes, you're right.
Perfect.
We call them,
well said.
Those colors are everywhere. It's on every recycling bin in Chicagoland. Green and gold.
Exactly.
That's where they belong.
I saw that meme.
No, I'm talking for real.
A2K even better. Puke green and piss yellow.
There you go. That's it, J2.
All right, let's get back to the Rams. So Nick had a win.
Yes.
The Rams are at home, right? Was that a home game?
No,
it's a home game for the Bears against the Rams.
Nooner.
And that's at what was the schedule? Is that
No. So sorry. So
we're in the Panthers.
we were actually talking about the Panthers. We concluded the Rams. So I have a loss against the Rams.
Sorry, yes, you're right.
Nick has a win against the Rams. PJ has a loss against the Rams. Foster has a win against the Rams, and Mr. Shortolini has a win against the Rams. So again, a collective win, and then going into Week 5 again at home against the mighty CP, if you will, Panthers. We've already got a collective win. Myself, Nick, and I think Shorty all think win against the Panthers.
They're 5-0 now for me.
What a surprise. PJ, the Bears are 0-4 in your estimation up to this point. What do you say against the Panthers?
Well, against the Panthers have a new coach. Am I correct?
Yeah,
a lot of new.
I think so.
Well, that is a win for the Panthers.
Oh, finally a win.
I said for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's joking. You're smiling. You're giving it away.
No, I think the Bears. I think that'll be the Bears. Well, actually,
no.
I mean, I really think between the Colts and the Titans, we may win one of those, but because I don't know. So me personally, I think, we'll go in this game with already one win, but this one we'll win also.
Do you need to make a revision to your?
No, I just don't know which one. That's why I said losses for both of them, because I don't know which one, but I think we will win one of those games. I just don't know which one.
And Foster?
I got this just as a win at the Packers, the team that keeps on giving to the Bears.
The gift that keeps
on giving. I want to see them. I want to see them have another. Everybody's like, oh, they're going to be like win 7 or 8 games this year. I'd like to see them beat. So we get like what we could end up with like the 32nd pick with the first pick of the second round at 32.
33rd, yeah. I'll say
no, because there's probably a team there might be a team that's going to lose a first round pick next season.
What are you thinking, Atlanta?
There was 2 teams. There was 2 teams actually mentioned, but I don't know yet. So I'm just thinking maybe one of them is going to get that. Like we could literally end up with a first round pick here, but it's a W, man. It's a W. It better be, because the Bears should be rolling by this point, and a little pissed at the first 2 games that I said they lost. So, and they're right at the point of the schedule where they start winning all these games before they even touch Green Bay in November, the middle of November, before we get a divisional match. So,
yeah, I've said it before. I'll say it again very quickly. The second round pick that the Bears own from the Carolina Panthers is the most valuable second round pick in the NFL. Okay,
see, look at Adam, I got to throw this on there. Adam Mason said this. Exactly. Atlanta loses their pick and we get 31 and 32, which would be the
so we'd get 30. Yeah, we'd get 31 as the Bears Super Bowl pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam Mason and Shorty been hanging out together.
Adam knows what's going down. That is correct.
Listen, that's what I love.
I haven't even been watching. This is just me, Adam. I'm sorry, dude. I haven't been watching as much.
I say something and Adam piggybacks off it. He's like, yes, the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl this year. They're going to be the first team with a quarter. Oh, man, you're awesome.
Dude, I'm rolling.
All right, gentlemen.
Shorty. I'm sorry. I was actually supposed to be sitting with Shorty at his hotel tonight.
Whoa.
It didn't work out.
Whoa.
Shut up, PJ. Don't say a damn thing.
Whoa.
They got paneling in that hotel.
What, did you get excited after listening to that show yesterday? There was some C word, a 4-letter C word getting thrown around. Is that what's going on here?
I
love that word. It's a great word. It's underused.
It's underused. Okay.
You ever watch the show Deadwood? You're way too young.
No.
It probably came out when you were 4.
Correct.
But it's they said cunt all the time on that show.
That's not the word that I love. I don't dislike that word at all. But that's not the word that I was talking about.
Oh, what word are you talking about?
They both start with CU. There's only 3 letters in this 4-letter word. Or sorry, 3 different letters in this 4-letter word.
Come
on, man. 4 letters. It's a 4-letter word that only
contains
3 different.
PJ, how does he come up with
cock
CUM and he does all this important shit during the day?
I'm beginning to think he's a fraud.
Because my brain is decompressing now. I have to.
It's decompressed, all right.
Assholes.
He actually works at a movie theater and check for tickets.
Cubs.
I actually came back home to work at the toll booth to take your kid.
It's on your speed right now, except they're losing revenue if you're working a booth.
They'll go to the iPass. I'm like,
oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm throwing change out the window to nobody. Like, hey, here you go. Oh, there's nobody there. All right, I got you. Fuck all you guys.
My uncle did that in a fog storm. He was a little tipsy. Rolled up to a toll booth and threw the money in because he thought it was the thing, and it was a guy. So the guy's like, dude, you're gonna get out and pick all that up. My uncle's like, yeah, I think I better, because he was like a little tipsy, you know. So he got out and picked up all the change and handed it to the guy. It was like 15 cents or something back then.
Oh my god. Okay, so where are we at here now? So,
in London.
Yeah, Bears are going into week 5 as a collective, according to BCP, at 4-1. So this is a home game, quote unquote, but of course is against the Jaguars in London.
Wait, what? So Carl, you had a win against the Panthers, right? Yeah.
I can repeat myself. I don't know if I need to. We all had absolutely, a win. Absolutely.
The Jaguars? Yeah. Is this the Jaguars? Lost.
Yes.
Lost.
You're calling it a loss?
Yep, because they never win. I hate European games. They're traveling. Everyone's looking at the fucking scenery. It's a loss.
No way. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to predict. I have to, I guess. They don't always lose. They looked great against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I remember, I see it every single day almost. Matt Forte doing that spin move and making those guys bounce into each other. So it's not like they'll play bad, but
we get Mac, and we play the Raiders that year and we lose.
Yeah, Matt Nagy masterclass had him go to the other side of the pond in one day, left on a Thursday. You'd hope that the Bears would be a little bit better equipped for it. I don't know. Just what it boils down to as far as how good the Jaguars are. I do think that it could be another one of those games where they take a loss. I'll go with a PJ route and be conservative. I'll say they'll take a loss, but it won't be a blowout or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I got this game kind of more of a 50-50 game also, because of some of the things you guys mentioned. And the Jags are kind of used to being where they're at. But I'm gonna go again here on time frame, because as Chicago, and sometimes that's 2:30 in the morning in Chicago. And sometimes at 2:30 in the morning, Chicagoans are just getting going. I don't know what they do in Jacksonville at 3:30 in the morning, but it probably ain't the same as what we're doing in Chicago.
It's Florida, man. They're alive and well at 2:30 in the morning.
No, not in Jacksonville, but it's 3:30.
I guess that's north,
there.
Right?
It's 3:30 in the morning there.
Miami is the place to watch out for, or look forward to. I don't know what you want to say.
I'm just going to give the Bears a W. That's 4 wins in a row, by the way, on mine after losing 2.
Yes, it is. What did you said? A loss, right, Carl?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's up to you, Peach.
Well,
Nancy,
how about a win?
Oh!
Ooh!
Wow!
Ooh! I was almost going to remove him too when he said loss.
I know. So was I. I was like,
I know.
Fingers on the button.
Yeah, but I got your picture there, dude.
Okay.
I think that with Jaguars, that the win the previous week for me, going to do a lot to boost their confidence, and depending on when the Bears decide to go over there. See, this for me comes down to again coaching and how they manage the team. If they want to wait till that Thursday again or Friday or something like that, yeah, I want to change my opinion. But right now, I'm thinking they're doing the best thing. And if they get there early enough, get the team settled in, they can then pull off this win.
Doug Van Dorn makes a very, very solid point. Yeah, the Jaguars have nothing at all to think about regarding what the Bears have to, because this would be their second straight week in London.
I have to switch mine to a loss. I have to on that point, because they're already acclimated. And what Flus and getting acclimated for us, we better get in there early, man, if they want to be acclimated by the time of that game.
Like Monday. As soon as we get done with the Panther game.
Fly out on Sunday.
On a Thursday. Monday.
Yeah. Get all your fucking sightseeing in. Look at the London Tower and,
we
get
just
all your
beat
fucking
Carolina, you guys. Go home. Be ready tomorrow. We're flying to freaking London. That's what they better be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, travel on Monday. They don't have anything to think about the next week, so just go full at it. I would agree. But
Adam Mason says
by the time the game
the Jaguars are over there week 6 and 7, not 5 and 6.
Well, 10.
Okay,
6,
let's get some fact checks in. Yep, I thought that was the case too, but I believed VHS.
I think we'll be okay on the bye.
Wait, you guys are you saying the Jaguars play there twice this year?
I told you they'd be playing there twice a year.
Yeah, they do have 2 UK games, but one's at Wembley Stadium and one's in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Bears are playing at Tottenham Hotspur.
That makes it. That's why it's a loss for me.
It's still the same time for the body. They're adjusted in 2 weeks, man. Come on, we're not. That's what scares me.
All right, so now we got a bye week. Who's winning that week? Huh?
Yes, Adam Mason. Thank you for clarifying that. It is the Jaguars getting to London the same time as Chicago, and then the following week they are at Wembley Stadium against New England. So you are correct, Adam. Thank you.
So I do go with that.
Now I'm going back to giving the Bears a win. I thought it was the other way around. I thought they.
I'm not budging. I still think Al and Shorty. I think you're still holding firm on Al as well.
Yeah.
I don't have Nick's schedule yet, so we can't have a consensus.
You guys might have to turn in your Bears cards there. Bears fandom cards, because you got us losing.
You're calling out Bears fandom, and you think the Bears will start 0-4.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm telling y'all. I mean, y'all predicting the Bears losing the game now. Y'all give y'all cards up too.
TG's big on reverse psychology.
I ain't giving mine up. It's like
it always works.
Swiss cheese.
Big reverse psychology guy.
All right, so what's the next game?
Okay, so
it's the
bye week. But
so as a collective,
bye week,
where are we at as a collective?
We need Nick's vote on
we
that.
Can't. We don't have Nick's. We don't have Nick's input. In this week 6 matchup against the Jaguars, we're split down the middle. PJ and Foster with dubs, Shorty and Mr. Carl with L's.
All right, so I'm at 5-1, and PJ's at 4-2. Foster
2 and 4.
At 2 and 4. Sorry,
I'm at 4-2.
Foster is you're at 3 and 4.
No. Colts, Rams,
we have to have an even amount.
I've got 4 wins in a row.
Oh, so you flip flop back to a win for the Jaguars.
Yeah, because I thought they were playing the Patriots the week before the Bears, not the week after. So
okay, Carl's at
3-3.
3-3. Yep. All right, so Washington. It's
PJ, do we need to debate the bye week? Can we lose the bye week?
No, we're gonna win. We're gonna win the bye week.
That's what I said. I think we'll do well there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna win the bye week.
Back to business. October 27th, a noon game. Caleb Williams goes home to face the Washington Commanders.
A lot of pressure.
Daniels.
A lot of pressure.
On
what pressure?
It's a noon game.
Playing in front of your hometown.
I guess personally, but not the football team he's playing against.
Washington did a good job this offseason.
Oh boy.
That's a loss for me.
What? I was trying to watch yesterday and I had some intermittent things. You think the Bears are winning the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, but they're going to lose to the Commanders?
Yeah.
But they're 5-2 right now under my belt after this loss, so that's well on your way.
At least you're consistent. PJ pointed out that you think that Caleb Williams would be less if he was drafted second, third overall. And just because the Bears have a good record, they're going to lose to a bad team?
But they also have a rookie quarterback who could be good. He's drafted right after Caleb. It's in his hometown.
To Trubisky.
I like what was it, PJ or whoever said that he's playing in front of his hometown. He might have some hometown jitters. I think that could be a loss. It's a noon game, which I think Caleb will do better in primetime games in his rookie year than the other ones, than the noon games.
Only got 3 of them, right?
So yeah, I think that's a loss for me. Yeah. I think I'm consistent with last night on the barroom too. I think this is where I was going as well.
Please don't remember exactly. I'll take care of that for you. We'll see how legitimate you are.
Is it on me?
Consistently bad.
Yeah, it's on you, Peach.
PJ or Foster, whatever. What do you guys think?
Go down the panel.
I'm going to go with a win.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the W2. I got a real problem real quick because I don't care who's playing what or where with Washington. This has been going on. I've been watching this with the Bears and the Washington football team, whoever the hell they are, since 1978. So some weird things go on with this series, and sometimes the team that is a much worse wins. I've just seen it over the years. It's one of those weird series in my head.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna go with the Bears are rolling because this is my win streak going on. So now that's 5 wins in a row for the Bears for me, and they are 5-2 at this point in the season.
And I had 5 wins in the beginning of the season, and now I'm at two in a row losses. So it's kind of opposite.
Well, there's just stuff wrong with you, but we'll won't get into.
Yeah, I'm on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, what's going on?
4 if you count the bye. You said we win the bye as well, so that's 4 games in my book.
Hey, Pete,
True.
Didn't the Bears get Fields back going into that Carolina game? Caleb got injured and they got Fields back.
You just shut him down, didn't you?
Hey, you go. I don't want to dream yet.
So what do you have, Carl?
I think it's a win. I don't think very highly of Jaden Daniels, regardless of if they went with the Hall or not. I don't think that football team is very good. I think that the Bears win.
Yeah, I think what's his name, Jaden Daniels. I think he needs some time to develop, more than like a year. I think maybe
he's going. His college wide receiver room was better than his NFL wide receiver room drastically.
Yeah, I think it
appears
he's going to need a year to really catch on, especially with his body being so frail.
Yeah, the Commanders
is that yeah. What does he have, like a something with his elbow? I'm sure you all saw that image where his elbow was like back here, like his elbow was like a shotgun. It was like, you know what I mean?
Maybe it's a Sheffield diaper.
Yeah, like bursitis or something. Yeah, his Sheffield diaper. It's like his elbow cocks back like a shotgun before he throws it. I'm not so sold on that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I think collectively we're saying it's a win against the Commanders. I'm trying to get a game by game by Nick.
Well, collectively, yes, I said a loss, but go ahead.
Okay, well, following at Commanders, the Bears are still on the road. The next game, they are going to the Arizona Cardinals.
That's 3 games in a row, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
4 if you count the bye. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, it's a road game, absolutely. And I think, what do I have the Bears going in at currently? I have them like middle of the road, 4-3. I think they make a run late, so I'm going to give them another L at the Cardinals. I think that they get mad about the loss last year, and I think that Marvin Harrison, as a Michigan fan, is a very great wide receiver. So I'll give the Cardinals a lucky win there.
Foster?
I'm going to go with the Cardinals too. This is kind of more gut, but
The Chicago Cardinals.
yes, the Chicago
Cardinals.
Chicago Cardinals. I'll just give the Bears a loss on this one, man. That's where I'm at with it. I could say whatever. I think the defense has improved for Arizona. The offense, I think, should be better. And Murray's got a year under his belt where he actually looked pretty good at the end of last season. So.
I want to say, what's up, J-Rock? Thanks for joining us tonight.
What's up, J-Rock?
Yay.
I'll say this. After the Bears starting 0-4, I got them going 4-0 right here. So I'm going with a win.
Damn.
I love it.
Now you're at 500.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I have a win. Their quarterback he's never done anything for me. He still doesn't. I think that's a win.
Do they have a new head coach?
They do, don't they? I thought they did anyway.
Wasn't their head coach new last year after they fired Kingsbury?
Kingsbury's
right.
not the head coach. Kingsbury is it's Cliff Kingsbury's the offensive coordinator
For Washington.
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
Washington, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I'm a week off. I'm sorry.
Cliff has them 5-3, saying the Cars are his trap game.
I agree with them.
Yeah, I think if there's a trap game on the schedule at the Cardinals is probably a good one.
Good. Cliff, I'm 5-3 too, bud.
I think the trap game is the Patriots at home.
Interesting.
It's at home though with a rookie. Well, they have Drake May, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They might have Brissett, but that's week 10. I would hope Drake May is starting week 10.
What's New England's defense just doesn't. It's not what it was, man.
A lot of people say that they were good last year, and I totally disagree with that. I think
Me
they
too.
just instantly get worse firing one of the best head coaches of all time. I think that they're lacking talent to begin with. I don't know anything about their offense aside from the rookie quarterbacks that they drafted. I think that team is in a full rebuild, essentially.
Yeah.
So
that's a win for you?
Yeah, I think that the Bears beat the Patriots at home handily. I don't know how to say that word.
Ditto, Carl. Ditto. I'm with you 100%, dude. Peach?
That's a win for you?
I know people in the chat was telling me that I had predicted the Bears to go 0-17. But let me just say for the record here that even if I go with the Patriots here, we're still not going 0-17. However, I'm going with the Bears to go over 500 for the only time this year.
Ooh, what a weird comment. Okay, geez.
Yeah.
Wow. PJ's starting to get a little bit of faith in his quarterback now.
I just think I'm looking at coaching, and I think by the time week 9 rolls around or whatever week, game 9, that he probably got some groove going to him, and I think being at home is a big help for him, and so I think we can pull off a win here.
PJ said a dub. What about Mr. Foster?
I did owe you, Carl. Exactly everything you said. I'm 100% on board.
Sorry,
with
I'm multitasking. I apologize.
No, you're good, dude. I get it. I understand it.
Trying to get some Nick picks in, if you will.
Yeah.
Some dick pics?
No, I am not Dan Aguirre. I do not want dick pics.
Okay.
2 years this has been going on,
not
PJ,
Dan
with
Aguirre.
him,
Man.
What the? Sorry.
Foster,
go
did
there.
you not
Every week
watch
you
the
gotta
show
go
on
that way
tomorrow?
sometime.
Pizza's like, somebody hand me the phone. I want to be famous.
Time to call him that airstrike there. Hold on.
Whoa.
I don't know about this game. This is a game that it's non-Bill Belichick. It's Jared Mayo as coach. It's a rookie quarterback who I think is worse than ours. This is where I start to get a little bit iffy on the season. I'm going to go with a win, though, because it's at home. So I would lose this anyways as a collective because it would have been 3-1. So I'm going to go with a win. So it's a win. All right, that's the end of the show. Let's
2 minutes ago, it was
1, 2, 3 Bears.
Yeah.
I got
Okay, gentlemen. I don't know who wants to be the one to get exposed first.
All right. I'm gonna take a leak and quickly eat a piece of pizza. Then I'll be right back.
And go flip a coin.
I'll go last on this one. Yes.
Flip a coin 10 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he's gonna go do.
Yes.
Every time, man. And then it'll be like,
It'll
it'll be like this. He'll flip the coin and go, well, 2 out of 3. Well, 3 out of 5.
Yeah. If only I had a coin. I'll be right back.
Well,
Adam, I really like the explanation, but I don't know, man. I'll just say it. PJ, I agree with your I'll wait till I see it sentiment. I've got the Bears losing this game against the Packers.
I hate
another one of those clearly just show it to me. But right now, as things stand, I'm going to have them taking L at home against Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I don't know. Here, what we're really, because we're doing this, so how long before the season? But
right.
Before we get to that game, as I'm watching Caleb and the rest of his team develop together, I'll have a better sense of what it is. But today, right now, I got to go with a loss for the Bears at home.
Perfectly
I'm
said.
just not convinced. And I'm so pissed because I want the 2 records back from the Packers. I want those 2 records back because we had them all of our lifetime until recently, PJ.
Yeah.
All-time wins and season series winning percentage. We beat the Packers more than the other, whatever. I just want those record backs. But you've got to show me you're going to be able to beat the Green Bay Packers. You've got to show me because of history, because of what we've done, because of what they've had.
I just think that
I hope Love regresses as a second-year starter.
Yeah, that was something that sorry, I don't want to cut you off, PJ. No. I hate how good the wide receiver corps for the Packers played. Aside from, is it Wicks? They had Jaden Reed, Justin Reed. I can't think of the player's name from Michigan State, who was a somewhat high draft pick, 2nd, 3rd round.
Yeah.
Every single other one of his goddamn wide receivers was either 6th, 7th, or undrafted free agent.
Wasn't that Watson a number? Wasn't he a 1st or a 2nd? Was it Watson or something like that?
Watson
was a second.
And then the dude Watson, from Nevada was a 3rd rounder. Or was he an early 4th? My guy,
Wicks.
The guy I wanted us to draft in that draft, and we took
I thought it was 4th or 5th for
Romeo Dobbs.
Dobbs, yeah.
Yeah, Dobbs was a 4th
drafted
round.
Like 5 receivers in the last 2 seasons.
But that's not a big commitment. A 4th round pick is not a big commitment.
No,
and they're getting so much production out of them. It's just frustrating.
I just think it comes down for me coaching once again.
Yep.
My biggest hang up I think Eberflus gets exposed again. And therefore, what's his name? LaFleur. Yeah. He outcoaches him. And Packers win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I got
Mr. Shortellini, what do you have to say about the Packers game?
I got to give it to LaFleur because I just did not see that team doing what they did last year.
Exactly.
They absolutely overperformed. They did overperform last year.
I have not only do I have QP PTSD, but I have Packers PTSD. I worked with a Packers fan for the first 15 years of my career. He was like right there. He was like right there. And every fucking Monday, this is like even before they had all the Thursday games. Like it was like every fucking Monday, this prick just ruined my life. So and I thought that it would be a good idea to have a running jersey bet with this fucking prick. And it was a really bad idea because I wore a Brett Favre jersey about 16 times, and he wore my Urlacher jersey about twice in that time frame.
Oh my God.
then I laughed. I literally laughed out loud. I laughed out loud when they drafted Aaron Rodgers because he was supposed to go number 1 until he just fell down the draft boards leading up to the draft. And now he's drafted at 21, 22 by the Packers. I was like, ha! Wasted draft pick. Fuck you, Packers. And then he steps in and 2010 happens in his second year as a starter. And that when they lost that game to the Packers, the championship game to go to the Super Bowl, like something in my brain short-circuited as a Bears fan. I was literally like,
Oh my God.
and I didn't give a fuck. It was the first Super Bowl I have not watched in my entire life since I was 10. I didn't give a fuck about it. I knew we would have beat the Steelers. We usually beat the Steelers. Actually, no, we usually lose the Steelers. But I think our all-time record is a win for the Steelers. I was confident that we would have been able to beat them. And here we go again with now Jordan Love in his first year as a starter for the Packers. He breaks every Bears quarterback record as his first year as a starter. He breaks Aaron Rodgers. He was better than Aaron Rodgers in his first year as a starter.
Yeah, statistically, but
I don't know what to say about this game. I want to make this a win. I want to believe that this is the quarterback that is transcendent enough to finally end this Packers bullshit. The only reason why they have more wins now than us, in history and blah blah blah, is because of the last 30 fucking years. Which is kind of saying not much, right? Because it took 30 years for him to do it. But if this quarterback can reverse that, we're gonna get all of our records back. It's not gonna take much. They're only a little bit ahead of us now. So, oh God, guys,
They were only a little bit ahead of us 2 years ago.
What is chat saying? Chat, help me out here. I want to know, like, what do you think? Can we beat the Packers once this year or twice? I want to know your collective thoughts because that'll help me. You might help me sway how I feel about this because I'm lost.
Look at Adam's explanation here. He's saying that the Packers game is on Adam's birthday. Caleb's birthday is on the 18th, the day after, and thinks he'll break the streak for his birthday and beating the Packers at home.
Let's do it. Win.
That's some pretty personal logic there.
Win. What did you guys say? Win or loss?
I've got a loss.
All of us.
Oh,
Bruja has a loss in the chat. J Rock has a loss.
You fuckers just overwrote the whole collective.
Cliff absolutely thinks it's a win.
J2K,
I know there was someone
loss.
else. J2K, it's a loss.
God, I'm telling you, it'll be like July on a Tuesday, and I'll be walking around my house, and I'll just like blurt out like I have Tourette's, and I apologize for anyone that has Tourette's or children have Tourette's. I fucking hate the fucking Packers out of nowhere. And my wife would be like, Jesus,
what you
came
doing?
out of nowhere. I hate the fucking Packers.
See, that's what I love about J2K. He speaks from a place of logic. And although we want the Bears to win, logically speaking, me personally, I'm not speaking for J2K on this part. I just think LaFleur is a better coach than Eberflus, and he's going to outcoach him. I just believe that until he shows me different.
Yeah, I can't.
Fucking J2K.
Adam, I just sent you. Adam, if you would like to join us right now, I just sent you a link if you want to hop on with us because we need a fifth person to help out this.
He's picking he's picking a win for every day.
I've got my Nick picks. So
your dick picks?
Yes, I can give you the rundown on that real quick if you'd like
come
to
on,
get us
come on.
up to speed.
Post your dick pic. You keep talking about it. Let's just see it. Was it like
okay?
This?
Hold on.
Like
I'm
this?
only
Wait,
going to
what?
show it to you. I'm only going to show it to you. Okay, so I got to remove Foster. I've got to remove PJ. Are you ready? All right. Never mind.
I said I don't want it there. What we got going on here? What's going on here?
I don't want to come back.
Aldi yesterday was real close to leaking the girth measurements, so I don't know. It might be getting close to that point in this pit room here.
Girth is better than length, right, PJ?
I cannot believe you guys were doing that crazy yesterday. You guys should make a duplicate YouTube account and call it like Wife Swap or something and like simulcast it and see which channel does better.
No. I got one better for you.
We got a special someone in the chat.
Call it Diddy's Playground.
No Diddy.
No,
he's hopping in with us. Adam Mason hopping in with us. What's up,
Adam?
I'll jump in for a minute. I was literally getting ready to work out and watch your guys' show while I finished my day off, so I don't want to be in here too long. But I hate the Packers. I think I hate the Packers more than anybody on earth, even more than you, Shorty.
Not more than me.
No. Yes, more than you. No. I have murderous serial killer things that goes through my body that I
wanted their plane to crash.
Whoa, Chapecoense.
But then that would mean they would get the first pick in every round if that happened. And I was like, fuck,
that's fine. That's
fine.
Let them run through horrible first round picks. Let them have the misery of 30 years of going through quarterback turmoil and going through garbage. Jordan Love is so overhyped. He's such a piece of literal poop.
I love how you don't swear.
My next door neighbor is a Packers fan. I have visions of going over there
and burning his house down.
Actually, sending Foster over there to do it for me.
So my main employee,
tell Foster he can do their roof for him.
my office manager, her husband is and I'm really close with them. She's Auntie Robin to my little girls. Like, she's really close to my family. Like, she comments sometimes. Her name is Robin Leffler, and she's family, but her husband's a Packers fan, and we go to dinner once a month, and I love him too. I do. I love him, but I have to really hold my feelings back during the season because I have a hard time separating Packers from it. Causes turmoil in my life. I really genuinely hate the Packers so much. It makes these feelings go through me, and it's a problem. I need to see a therapist.
You can't hate their fans because they're so similar to us. Like, I work with a guy right now who's a Packers fan and a Cubs fan. So he comes in wearing a Packers sweatshirt with a fucking Cubs hat, and I just want to fight him. Every time I look at the guy, I want to say something to him, but I'm like, hold it back. Don't say anything. Don't be nice. You're new here. So I get it.
I don't know, Adam. I just wanted to say this because I have an utter disdain and hate for 5 decades of the Green Bay Packers. PJ knows because he's going back even a little further than me, and I can't fucking stand it. I literally have a shirt, and I go to Wisconsin, and I walk into bars, and I got a shirt that says "Go Packers, Go," and take the fucking Brewers with you. I've been lit on fire by Packers fans in bars. I still talk to the 2 people that lit me on fire to this day. And I'm surrounded by them too. They seem the last 10, 15 years they've seemed to just pop up in Chicago, like when the spring comes and the water hits the grass and you get these freaking nasty weeds that won't go away. That's the Green Bay Packers fans in my area in Chicago, man. So I got a total hate. I got spaces in the wall for Green Bay Packers fans.
You take that FGB to a whole nother level. I know you know what I'm saying?
This fucking Packer fan that I worked with for 15 years would hound me after. He was so relentless. So relentless. Like, one day we were going back and forth and we were arguing. I'm like, God damn it. I literally grabbed my desk and fucking headbutted it. And I saw stars and shit. I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea. But I did that to keep myself from kicking his fucking ass. And I'm probably hitting for it. That's probably my problem, Foster. Don't headbutt your ass over
one of many.
Here's the positive though. And it's going to take a little faith, PJ. It's going to take just a little bit of faith, but we're almost there. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize Jordan Love was 25th in poor pass rating. Like, his passes were terrible. Sometimes he would have wide open guys that would have to dive to make catches. They'd still make the catch, so he'd have a good completion percentage, but it was terrible. And then his adjusted completion percentage, even with all those catches, was still 25th of all starting quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what pisses me off, Adam, is the game. It was the second game against. No, it was. I think it was the first. It might have been the second game against the Packers, where the ball. It was a snap that like bounced off the ground and like tumbled right into his hands, and he just took it and flung it for like a 40-yard fucking pass. That was like, what in the fuck?
Same game where I think Musgrave was wide open down the seam for like what would have been a touchdown, and he underthrew it by 10 yards, and Musgrave had to come back and catch that, diving catch it, and then he was down because someone was able to catch up to him. That would have been a touchdown. I think Jordan Love is going to be exposed this year. Yes, I'm biased as a Bears fan. I get it. But if it happens, I'm the happiest person on the face of the earth, and it's about freaking time that they have their turn going through 30 years of trying to figure it out. And I just hope they sign him to a 4-year extension for $200 million plus before he sucks. I just hope that happens and then they're stuck.
That's the best possible outcome, right? Because it's false hope. They think, oh, we could win the Super Bowl this year. We have a great quarterback. We got 30 more years. If they got the topsy-turvy, if they got the flip end out of nowhere from the top ropes, Foster style, that would be awesome.
Until we're all wrong again.
And then I'm on Twitter today arguing with. I hate Packers fans on Twitter, and then and they're sitting there arguing about.
That's why I follow you.
They're like, oh, the bear claw's so stupid. I'm like, well, at least we have a freaking gruesome animal as our mascot. We have a bear that's like it's a grizzly. What's tougher than a grizzly bear? You got a
their fans wear cheese on their head.
Yeah. Our bear would freaking bear claw your cheese, eat it, shit it out for breakfast.
Eat it and shit it out.
Adam finally swore. Good for you, buddy.
Often, sorry.
Analytics is why I love
Another
about
first on BCP.
I mean, your analytics there, Adam, I really love. But I will say on this one, it's about the coaching.
I agree, PJ.
I 100% know about your. I mean, that's why I love your channel, man. When you're just breaking down all the analytics, man, all that, love it.
And it took the Packers to have a quarterback that is this tall, or a coach that is this tall. Like he's a 4 foot.
What height they got to do with it, man? What?
I don't know.
Down in Dolphin, they have the Dolphins have a short coach too that I love. But I agree, PJ. Yeah. Coaching is the difference. Matt LaFleur to me is the second best coach in the league. But the difference is we're playing on my birthday and Caleb's birthday is the 18th, and that's going to give us the edge. And we're going to break the curse, and we're never giving it back for the reasons that make no sense, because this streak has made no sense and they shouldn't have it. So I say we're doing it. On the 17th, we're doing it, and it's never turning around. We're going to own them for the next decade.
Hey, Shorty,
never give it back.
I would say get a room, but you already got a room. So, Adam, you go over there where Shorty's at.
You want to come join me, buddy?
You got it, buddy.
Jeez.
Hey, there's 2 beds here.
Got a little track.
There's none of this going on, Adam.
Well, I thought the other one's from Dan Aguirre. So, who's sharing with who?
Honestly, thank you for joining us tonight, Adam. This is
all right.
It's a pleasure.
I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go do my workout, and I'm still going to watch you while I work out, but I'm just going to get my workout in while you guys are on. So thanks for the little invite. Glad to be here for a minute. Peace out.
Adam, where can we find you?
Oh, Bear Down Sports. Just type my name in. It's right there on the bottom left. Adam Mason or Bear Down Sports. Come over if you want to.
Just go on YouTube and put in
You
Bears.
got it.
He's on there.
Dude, if you don't know Adam Mason,
if you want to check me out on Twitter, I don't recommend it because I'm a little more unhinged on Twitter. I'm not nearly as filtered.
I recommend it.
At Adam H. Mason. It can get nasty on Twitter. So just
this is the content we subscribe for.
Adam, dude. If anyone doesn't know who Adam is by now,
what the fuck are you doing?
Check him out.
Where have you been?
Fucking amazing.
For sure.
All right, so I took the Packers as a win. So, but I lost the collective, and what did he say? Was that a win? He didn't say that.
Adam said a dub. Adam had his convoluted reason. It's his birthday on the 17th.
He doesn't have the Bears losing a game this year. So
that's how I responded to Adam Rank. Yeah, Adam Rank asked for Bears fans' reaction to the schedule. I said 17-0, 0 points conceded, and Caleb Williams gets 6K passing yards by the bye week. The most reasonable Bears fan.
Go big or go home. You know what I'm saying?
I got to say this for people that are listening. The scroll, I just love the comment. The scroll says, "Take the North and never give it back like a crackhead who found $20."
Sounds like Don Burr.
What's up, Robbie?
Scrolls, Robbie, thanks for joining us, man. We love you guys, man. You guys are just awesome, man. Every one of you guys in chat tonight. We still appreciate you guys, man. I'll say it again. Without you, there is no show. So thank you guys.
You guys the best.
So, Dan, can I quickly give you Nick's predictions so that you can get caught up on your caveman pen and paper?
What did Nick have the Jaguars?
A loss.
Okay, same as me. What did he have the Cardinals? Oh, the
Commanders would be a win.
Uh-huh.
At Cardinals would be a win.
Okay.
Home against the Patriots would be a win.
Uh-huh.
And surprise, surprise, Green Bay loss.
So there's nothing we can do to make that a win as a collective. Because
we can play better. And
Green Bay is going to be a loss. So you can speak into the void, but it's a loss.
If Caleb Williams loses his first Green Bay game, God,
you're gonna turn against him, huh?
It's not how you start. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. So I'll let myself at least get there. But right now it's a loss. That doesn't mean it's a loss forever. It's just one game.
I'm gonna make another one of those midnight videos where I'm just by myself, almost in tears. Like,
why don't you go do it right now?
I'll do it after the show and just get it ready.
Hold up.
From a hotel video would be very suspect as well.
Hold up.
You'd have to show your wedding ring in that video.
Wait a minute. I just gotta say for a moment. Tooch. Welcome, my man. Welcome, Tooch. Good to see you. Tooch.
Tuccini's in the chat. Wait, I don't see him in there. Where is he?
I don't see him either.
Tooch
Where it says John Tooch Santucci.
Oh, there we go.
Dude,
the fluorescent light.
He still makes important shit for this country every day. How many times am I going to say that tonight?
Tuccini, if you want a link, you can hop in with us too, man.
I was just calling you to send him one, dude. Fuck him. Just send it to him. Damn it.
All right, I will. If he wants to come on, he can come on.
Wow, I had say so once. No, I'm joking.
Once in a while, you do.
Huge. I've had it spelled the same way in my phone for every show he's on, because when he comes on, I put it up for like 3 freaking years the exact same way with like 50 0 O's and an exclamation after it. Huge.
Tuccini.
Where are we at? Vikings?
I think we're at what?
Yeah, we're going to the next week here.
We're at 10
home.
games. I see Brewhouse says he's got a record of 6-5 right now.
He might be predicting the Vikings.
Oh, okay.
That said, the Vikings game will be at home November 24th, another noon game. I'll get it out of the way. Spoiler alert, after a loss to the Packers, I think the Bears went a very long winning streak into the playoffs. But against the Vikings, I've got them taking a dub. I think by that time you'll see J.J. McCarthy throwing the football for the Vikings. I love him as a Michigan fan, but I don't know. I don't think that he's going to be good enough to be able to beat the Bears on that day.
The Chicago Bears on November 24th are so pissed off because they barely lost to the Packers, and they are letting it all fly, and they're taking this as a W, and they will be 7-5 after they beat the Vikings. That's my take. Keep it short because we're dragging this on. You guys talk too fucking much.
I got
shit, all you fuckers.
Shut up, Shirley. Go ahead, Pete. No, I'm kidding.
I got his money.
Beautiful.
You got what?
That's a dub.
You got wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what is? I'm trying to send this to you. So I have the Vikings as a W2.
Shorty, did you have the Bears beating the Packers as well, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I took it as a win.
Okay.
Because there's no way we're gonna get through this season with Caleb being who we think he is without a win against at least one win against the Packers, right?
We're not done with the schedule. We're not done yet.
We'll get there for my side. But collectively, if Shorty has the Vikings as a win, I believe that puts the Bears collectively at 8-3. Nick also has a win for the Vikings against the Vikings. I'm sorry.
I have him as 9-2 right now.
Collective?
Yeah, well, myself, yes.
Oh, sure.
I think I got him with 5-7. No,
I got him at 7-4. You got him at 4-7.
It's 6-5, PJ. After this Vikings game, you have him at 6-5.
No.
Yes.
You just picked a bunch of wins, dude.
I had 5 wins in a row.
Yeah. And then you said loss to Green Bay, and then I thought you just said that it would be a win against the Vikings.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. You're right. My apologies.
Tooch, I just sent you a link to on your Twitter DM if you want to hop in with us, my man.
6. Okay.
Okay. Well, after the
9-2,
Vikings game,
Adam,
after 3 straight home games, we've got the Bears going to the Lions on a short week. This is the Thursday game on Thanksgiving. I still think that the Lions are going to be very good. They could be pushing for the division title, and I don't know. In my opinion, I think, like I said, this is where the Bears' win streak has already started. I've got them beating the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
It'll be a really good game too. But
whoa.
I mean, Peach, how many times have we seen the Bears play the Lions over the last 50 years plus?
The Bears lose to the Lions on Thanksgiving. That's what they do.
Well,
is that what you think they do?
That's what they do collectively. Over the years, they lose to the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Eddie Jackson says otherwise, but okay.
I'm going with the Lions on this game, the Thanksgiving game.
Okay.
Just because I got to, man. Unless at the end of the game there's a kickoff return for a touchdown and we win the game late. Happened before. For my records, PJ, Foster, Carl, what did Nick have as for the Vikings?
Win. And then for the record, Nick also has a win against the Lions on Thanksgiving. Ooh. Okay. Chat. We may have to take a pause just for a quick second. Mr. Adam Mason.
Oh, wow. Adam Mason, $5 super chat, man. I just want to show my love for the Bears community and tell you guys I love everything you guys have done for me personally and this fan base. Adam, I want to thank you. I'm gonna super chat you back that on the next show so you can get your money back, because I agree, and everything that you have done to help us has been amazing. And you've got some great shit going on over there, my friend, and I love it. And we appreciate you being a part of our community. And you're awesome, dude. So thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. Thank you so much for your super chat, and thank you for being you.
Let me add, Adam Mason, you do a great job with your videos, your breakdowns, and the ones of Justin Fields just did my heart proud. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Foster. Go ahead, Foster.
Adam's great. I just want to say it sucks because Shorty takes that $5 for me every time he does it.
It's actually like $1.50 by the time I get it.
Yeah.
In 2 months from now, because it takes you have to make at least $100 to get paid out once a month, and this channel makes shit. So we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thanks, Adam, for real.
Yeah, and Mr. Scrody, I get half of that as well, so don't forget about that as well. But Adam, I've said it 2-3 times already. Even just me personally, thank you so much. I enjoy your content regardless of everything. Super helpful to my channel, my Nick channel. But it's just a great blast time talking to you and watching your videos. So thank you.
1,000%.
Adam's got good shit always, man.
Keep being you, Adam. Keep being you.
And everyone loves those Justin Fields videos too.
He's gonna have like a
finger on that pull button.
2024 now, right, guys?
Yeah, he's gonna have a science-based statistic video showing after one preseason game why Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in NFL history. It's gonna come.
Not in the preseason game.
It won't take much, PJ.
You can't make it a preseason game, though.
It'll take one pass, my friend.
It was a joke, but it won't take.
I'm just saying, man. It has to be a regular season game. It has to be.
Okay, fine, fair enough. PJ, what'd you have for the Vikings? Win or loss?
Is it at home? Win.
You had a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Win. Yes.
The Vikings game, the first Vikings game, is at home.
And
Yes.
what did Nick have?
A win.
Nick had a win.
Okay. Doesn't even matter if Adam adds to that because that's 4 wins. So collectively, that's a win. Okay. So the Lions, a Thanksgiving, that's a loss for me.
That's a loss.
Any reason why, PJ? Aside from that's just what the Bears do, is lose to the Lions.
I just think they're going to. I think they're going to split with them this year.
Like last year.
Yeah, the Lions are a pretty good team. They're a good team.
They should have been in the Super Bowl.
I thought we had their number though. I thought we did, but I don't know. I think they got better this offseason too. I mean, we improved this offseason, but so did they. So I still see us splitting.
Is there any specific move that you really like that the Lions made? Because I can't really put my finger on one.
Getting the cornerbacks.
They went defense heavy just to stop our quarterback.
But in the draft, right? Did they get a cornerback from like the Buccaneers or something?
Yeah,
and I think one of their cornerbacks went missing. I'm getting the names messed up, but I don't know. The Lions haven't done anything for me to move the needle. They were obviously very good, and they were very close to going to the Super Bowl. But
right, that's what I'm saying. I think they're a better team.
Just upgrading Vildor.
Yeah. Well, they got really, they got upgraded on Vildor.
If Kendall Vildor is taking important starting reps in the playoffs, you are fucked.
Yeah, and they still should have won. They still should have won that game. Let's kick them field goals.
I don't know, man.
AC saying we'll have them on speed dial.
We still have them on speed dial.
Who?
Cliff
Kendall Vildor?
I hope not.
Cliff saying, "Am I just a homer?" Yeah, we're all homers, Cliff. I have 3 losses right now. Sorry. All right, so what's next? So we got the Niners.
The Niners.
3. It's a.
Did Foster give his? Foster, you give yours? Okay.
I got the Bears losing in Detroit on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't get your guys'. So Foster has a loss.
I must have messed up there.
Carl has a win.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Heidi.
What's up, Heidi?
Jeremy. Have we seen Jeremy before?
Yes.
Justin gave
Jeremy?
first down celebration dances why we lost that Lions game. Oh, don't fuck with PJ right now, Jeremy.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that away from.
Just pretend you didn't read that. Pretend you didn't hear me say that. So PJ,
I wouldn't have flashed on the screen if I read it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You had a win against the Lions, PJ?
No.
A loss.
Yes.
And Carl, you had a what?
I have a win, and Nick has a win against the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But that is not enough to outdo the rest of BCP, and collectively it's a loss, it appears.
So what do we do when we have 4 people with 2 losses and 2 wins? Do we flip a coin for those, or
We have Nick.
That's what we got Nick for.
Yeah. Nick is the 5th. Nick has his whole record in, so he's our tiebreaker, quote unquote.
I'm sorry. We have 3.
Last year to a
Sorry, you're right. We have 3 losses and 2 wins.
guys.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So 5 guys on the panel.
Heidi's saying 9 or 10 wins. Okay.
There you go, Heidi.
That's a very middle of the road PJ answer. I respect it, but
Remember, I predicted what, a couple of weeks ago, 8 wins.
Yeah, you did.
Bruhaw's got him at 8-5 right now. So let's go down where we're at right now is collectively. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. Brew has him as 8-5.
12 games.
No, right now PJ has him as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So PJ has him as 5-6.
6 and 6, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
7-5.
Oh, 6 and 6. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 and 6. Okay.
I've got the Bears at 7 and 5 after the
Foster
Lions
has him at
game.
7 and 5. Okay. Nick has him as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2, like I do. Okay. No, not 9 and 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 12
5,
games.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Heidi, thanks for joining us tonight, man. You're all the way on the other side of the time zone, so thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it.
She's like way south, dude. Way south.
And we met Heidi at Aldo's party. What a sweetheart she was. She was
Absolutely.
great.
Great person.
Chris Watts
great
tried to
human
climb in
being,
bed
Heidi.
with her on accident.
Those White Claws did a number on him, it sounded
Yeah.
like. Holy
Yeah,
No,
smokes.
he was
That was
supposed to
tequila.
He was
That was
supposed to
tequila,
stay in
dude.
that. Chris was supposed to
was there.
stay in that. He was supposed to stay in that room.
I
So
gotta
he
hang
brought
out with
all
you guys.
he brought all of his luggage up there and put it in Aldo's spare bedroom. And then Heidi had to sleep there because we were all too fucked up. So she had to sleep there. So Chris just like stumbled up there to go to bed and like climbed into bed with Heidi. And oh my god, I'm so sorry. He
Yes,
wasn't like
man.
trying to hit on her or anything, but it was like that was a funny story. So he slept on the
Those
couch.
are the after effects of tequila?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
by the end of the night, Chris Watts was chugging from a bottle of tequila like it was,
him and Curtis, dude.
yeah. I mean, they were having a
I like tequila.
drink off.
Where's my tequila?
I don't know, but Shorty let it loose in the bushes.
Yep. all my tequila ended up in Aldo's bushes. Well, the first half ended up in my jeans. The second half ended up in Aldo's bushes. So
Part
I
of it
just
ended up
wanna-
on my front seat.
I just want to know
Put
the
my
rest of
hands
the
away
story
from
there, Heidi. That's all. I mean, we got the public story now. I just want to know, like Paul Harvey. Now the rest.
Paul
of
Harvey.
Yeah, I'm
I tell you what,
Ay,
Heidi
ay, ay.
Heidi had the most beautiful hair and she smelled wonderful. When I hugged her, it was like, God, you smell good.
let me.
Okay. Jesus.
Hold on. Let me get out of here. Hold on.
And then Shorty told me like the same shit 4 hours later when I was driving him to the train.
I kept repeating myself. PJ, you
This
like
guy said she smelled wonderful. What?
he smelled wonderful.
Heidi's a super lady, man. She's gold.
Like she had washed her clothes in the same perfume she was wearing, and then washed her hair in the same perfume. It was
Wait
delightful.
Wait a minute. Exit stage left.
Golly.
But yet PJ sticks around. He's talking about a woman, Peach. What? You stick around for all the dick shit that comes out of his mouth. But the minute he's talking about a
Let's
lady,
bring him back for that. Let's bring him
it
back.
don't make
for
any
that.
sense, man.
What'd you say about dicks?
Shorty creeping on Heidi. I'm not creeping on Heidi, man. Heidi's a sweetheart. Listen, I'm too old to hit on women anymore. Like it's hard enough to hit on my own wife anymore. But
Man, I'm getting more and more disappointed by you, Shorty, as the night goes on.
fuck it. It looks like I'm out of here next.
Anybody got any tequila?
Absolutely. There you go. Now we're
Anybody got
going
any tequila or something? I mean,
PJ's trying to get on that level.
I'm just trying to escape this conversation. Man,
I'm glad you weren't on the show last night. Holy smokes.
I told my
This
wife.
This is tame.
Yeah. I told my wife a dozen times, like, if we got divorced or you passed away or whatever, like, I don't care anymore. Like, women are, I'm done with it. I'd rather just focus on this and my job and fuck the rest of all that, getting to know somebody else again and all that shit. So I'm definitely not hitting on Heidi, but Heidi, you are a wonderful woman. And it's great to have female Bears fans in our lives because it literally, like, there's lots of female Bears fans that are huge Bears fans. We would love to see more of them in our chat and on the show and stuff. So love you, Heidi. If you want to come on the show with us, please let me know. You have my you can DM me on Twitter. We'd love to have you on the show if you want to join us one time. If you want to join us right now, I'll send you a link.
Only thing I have to say is this. Shorty, please do not be like a certain president smelling people's hair.
Which one is that?
Current one. The current one.
Yeah. Where have you been? I haven't even been.
No, I hugged her. Her hair was right here.
That's why I just said. I said, don't be like him, is what I said.
I just told him, dude, because I'm not going through this shit again. I'm not doing it again. I was there.
Unbelievable.
And you know what? I was the only sober one. I was probably the only one behaving badly, and nobody knew it because they were all drunk.
Beautiful.
Heidi, you want to come on with us right now, Heidi? Is that what you said?
Foster looking around the room.
You just asked Heidi to come.
Hey, Aldo, that's a good place to put some paneling there.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to tell Shorty. You don't have to worry about dating. I got plenty of room, and I just want to know, Kitty, did you pay off that policy
yet? Who is this JC1? That's a new one.
JC1.
Who's that?
What's shaking, man?
JC1.
We are.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
I like that positivity.
Well, welcome. I've never seen you before, there, JC1.
PJ, you ought to get around more.
I know, right?
Welcome, JC1. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. We're having fun.
She's in pajamas. Shorty's like, yo, yeah, definitely come on now.
All right. Everybody was drunk but Heidi and I. We know the truth.
Heidi, I'm sending you a link right now. If you want to hop in with us, you are welcome to do it. If you're up to it. If you're not, you don't have to accept it. But I'm in my pajamas. So am I. Look, I'm literally.
No Diddy.
I'm literally wearing my pajamas, Heidi.
This dude, man, he just wants to show us. This is not show and tell, bro.
I need new glasses, man.
What the?
Want to see my tail? There's my tail.
Shorty got back.
I do have back. I got a big ass. I do. I have a Viking ass.
Do we have a can of kerosene that I can drink over there?
Where's my bazooka? Where's my bazooka?
Hard stuff, Paige.
This dude wants to show off the pajamas.
All right. Well, you don't have to join us, Heidi, but in the
Dan,
future, if you want, let me know.
You don't have to join us, Heidi, but PJ, I mean, Dan will video chat you in about 10 minutes.
For real.
He wants to see your pajamas. We know how he is.
I just showed you my big ass in my pajamas. So.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So where are we at on the schedule, Carl?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get back to the
schedule. What's a schedule?
Right.
We don't have them here.
We don't get off the rails on this show, do we?
Never.
All right, so we got the Vikings, the fucking 49ers.
Well, I think that the Lions game is going to be a bigger test. I don't know. I think that this game against the 49ers is where Caleb Williams is hitting on all strides. I said that I think the winning streak has started with the Vikings. I'm not going to change it. I think the Bears go into San Francisco and get a win.
Well, Nancy.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say they go into San Francisco, and San Francisco is just still too much for the Bears, even though the line should be. We're going to lose them a couple hours, and we're going to go in there, and we're not going to win this game. So I got this as another Bears loss, 2 in a row.
I have the same sentiments as Foster. Another loss for us.
I don't think that we are going to be able to overcome this 49ers team just yet at this point in this young quarterback's career, considering it's in San Francisco. So
and in December.
Yeah. It's going to
be. Wouldn't that help?
Maybe, but it's also going to be a primetime game, which I'm predicting that
3:25. It's not truly a primetime game.
It's not primetime game, but if I'm getting that game in Atlanta, which I might get because I usually get those games,
that'll be like Fox's game of the week bullshit.
It kind of is, yeah. So that's the kind of game I think that this quarterback is going to shine in, and this team will shine in. So,
yes,
I'm going with a loss.
So basically, what Dan did was flip his debit card 10 times because he couldn't find a quarter, and 6 out of the 10 times it came up as Frisco winning.
Jeremy saying we're going to split against Jordan Love's Peckers. Come on, guys, that's funny shit. Booger green and hangover piss yellow. That's what I say. All right, so
puke, green and piss yellow. That's right.
Adam's saying Brock Purdy is literally number one in every one of those same categories. So
yep, they can't overcome that, dude. And if J2K is right, the improved pass rush. You know, Frisco's they want to be back there. They want to be right back where they were at. So and they are what they are, man. They're just consistent.
LaFleur, Shanahan,
Purdy's the real
Reed
deal.
Are 3 of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah,
and you've got a real quarterback that you didn't no way expect to have. Not him, anyways.
Yeah,
they did, but it was supposed to be somebody else. So we get on to that Vikings game, or we got everybody. Oh, what did Nick say?
Nick's got him taking a loss, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a loss. So collectively, BCP says loss for
so
at the 49ers.
PJ, Foster, and Carl, you all have a loss for this?
Yes.
I have a win.
Oh.
Nick had the loss.
Yeah, Nick has the loss. Carl has the win against the 49ers.
All right.
Next game, a lot more fun, hopefully, after a supposed loss at the 49ers. It's another road game, but it's the Monday Night Football game against the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota.
Win.
Simply put,
I have a loss.
I am just so undecided this game. I'm gonna lean to the Bears. This is a 50-50 on me. I'm gonna lean to the Bears winning, so I'll go Bears winning.
And
Nick, this would be my trap game. So yeah.
Second.
I don't think that a divisional game can be a trap game. But
I agree.
Yeah, that's true.
I think because Nick thinks that this is a win, I also think it's a win. And same reason as I just said with the Vikings a little bit ago. JJ McCarthy will be throwing the ball. I don't think he's good enough to beat the Bears. And this is the game I personally want to go to the most in person out of every game this year. This is the game I'd like to go to.
Yeah, and look at someone just brought up these 3 games are all within 10 days. Vikings, Lions, Seahawks. 10-day span, dude. 11 really, but look.
That is. Are we sure about that?
Well,
8. We're which games now? San Francisco.
It can't be right. It can't be right.
No, there's no chance. So, which games are you referring to? Starting with the Lions?
No, look at the schedule on here. 12-16, 12-22, and 12-26.
Yeah, because that Seattle's game's a Thursday night game, I believe. And that Vikings a Monday night game.
Yeah, but if the Vikings is a Monday, yeah, okay.
So 15th would have been that Sunday. Then the next Sunday is the 22nd.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then back to a Thursday.
Yeah, we got a.
That's what it is. Monday, Sunday, Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what makes it crazy.
That's
okay.
where
that's going to make me change something with my prediction then. Not up to this point. I'm gonna
those 2 games, the Lions and the Seahawks, are the 2 games that Jason UK Bears is going to be in for, and presumably Chris Watts for those 2 home games. We're going to try to get tickets to, and that Thursday night against the Seahawks is going to be. I'm going to go last, so I'll let you guys.
You fucking sissy.
Well, I just want to clarify with Adam. It may be ass backwards. I'm known for ass backwards. But I do have the Bears losing to the Cardinals, but not the Commanders. I have the Bears very handily taking care of the Commanders. And then an ever so slight loss to the Cardinals, a.k.a. the trap game. But yes, I do have the Bears beating the 49ers.
Wait, you had them losing to the Commanders?
No, I have the Bears beating the Commanders.
Okay, that's why.
I have the Bears losing to the Cardinals.
I got it. Okay.
Man,
Yes.
I'm the slow one that did all the drugs that's messed up, and I remember shit, Carl.
Carl
he's
hasn't
gonna bust
told
out-
us about his drug history yet, so we don't know yet. He might be
not
on
much.
drugs right now, for all you know.
Yeah, that is true. I'll plead the fifth.
All my friends my age are dead.
Oh no!
That's because
Yikes.
you're 375
that-
fucking years old. They should
Are
be.
you at fault? Are they in the walls there behind that paneling?
Yes.
No.
That's why the C is hanging up to his left, because that's where the paneling comes off to put the bodies behind.
Gotta tell my fucking secrets.
Well, Moses had to pass away at some point, huh?
Moses. Yikes.
Moses,
Right.
Aaron,
So we have
George
so Minnesota. We're on the
Lions.
Wait,
Yeah.
so wait. Minnesota was lost for PJ, win for me. You, Foster, was what?
Win.
And Carl was what?
Win. And Nick was also a win
Okay.
against the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
So if we're going to the Lions game, yes, it's at home. Yes, I just had the Lions losing on Thanksgiving to the Bears. But Adam and everyone else who pointed out this 10-game gauntlet, there's no way the Bears go undefeated in there. I just think it's too hard. The NFL has too much parity. I think the Bears lose at home on the 22nd against the Lions.
Who's
I'm
next?
gonna right here. I'm gonna actually say the Bears win at home on that game, man.
So do I.
They're pumped. The Bears got a W at home against the Lions.
I agree.
I had him losing the first game of the Lions, so I have this as a win.
Yeah, I think that splitting the Lions is a very realistic and probable thing. Nick has the Bears taking a loss at home against the Lions. He's like me, thinking it's a win against the Lions on Thanksgiving. But collectively, 3 versus 2 is a win for BCP.
Yes.
And then, to my now understanding, the other Bears primetime game, Thursday, the 26th, Shane Waldron gets to coach his offense against his old former team. Seahawks don't impress me. I think that the Bears take a win at home, and I think that game could also be very, very lopsided.
Seahawks don't impress me either, but they win this game.
Okay.
I got Bears winning this one.
There you go, PJ.
I have a Bears win.
Collectively, we're saying it's a win. So, only one team left. The only team that matters to some of you old heads in here.
Wait, hold on a second. I didn't write this down. Lions was PJ what? Win or loss?
Win.
Foster?
Lions?
Win.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
Carl?
home.
Me and Nick have the Bears losing to the Lions.
At home.
Yes, in week 16.
Okay. And then now we're on to the Seahawks. So you have them as a win, PJ.
Mhm.
Foster?
I have them as a loss.
Hmm.
That's me why, man. I don't know why I got Cardinals and Seahawks, but I do.
Okay.
Nick says win against the Seahawks. Carl says domination, demolition, whatever you want to say. That's a 45-7 game.
You're
against
talking in the first
Seahawks.
in the second person? Carl says?
I am.
Okay.
It's those drugs that you referenced are starting to hit.
That's a little narcissistic, but okay. That sounds good
Huh?
to me. I like it. I appreciate
Huh?
it. I can appreciate
Huh?
narcissism once in a while. As long as you're not the president of the United States. Okay. So now we're on to I love how they did this to us. So I have the Seahawks as a win, by the way. So I love how they keep putting the Packers as the final, either the first and the final game of the season, or now here it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th game of the season, and now they keep doing the last game of the season. They love to do this shit. To be determined, by the way, which means we want to see where these teams are at because we want this to be the game of the week. We want this to be prime time if we can. We could both be equal records, vying for the playoff, the number 1 seed in the division, or not. I have it as a win because fuck the Packers.
Well,
Gentlemen,
to my disappointment, I say another loss.
Ooh, I like what
now
he's saying. Here,
PJ, where do you think the Packers are at that point? Do you think that they're trying to get into the playoffs? Do you think they're already in the playoffs?
That's a good point. That's a very good point. I think they'll be second in the division trying to get into the playoffs.
Wait, to us or the Lions?
To the Lions.
Yeah, PJ does not have the Bears having a good record at this point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And a
5,
loss
6,
to
7.
the Packers would mean PJ has us going 8-9 this year.
Yeah,
Which I said a couple of weeks ago.
That's it. Nope, I'm doing it. Nope, you're out of here. Fuck off. That's it. You finally got pulled.
Again.
No, he pulled himself last time.
We're talking over the years.
All right.
Just saying.
Loss for PJ.
Just
8-9. Missing the playoffs with an 8-9 record.
Yeah. And that's kind of generous for me. Again, as much as the Bears, everyone's saying the Bears has improved. All the other teams has improved too. So we gain another victory from 7 wins to 8 wins.
That Justin Fields baby step improvement. I like it.
So what you're saying is Caleb Williams is going to be better than Justin Fields.
Yep. Yeah.
He leaves. No
what
rebuttal.
I'm saying is
drop
that we improved because the overall team improved. That's what I'm saying. But we still haven't got to the point of getting to the playoffs as of yet, because there's still holes to be filled.
The Scrolls makes a good point. He says the toughest QB on the schedule is CJ Stroud. We have a top 5 defense, a top 5 wide receiver room, and a top 5 tight end in Kmet.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
I don't see any guaranteed losses. I don't know about that. I don't think that the Bears have really any gimmies. I know I've said, they'll wall up the Seahawks, but in reality, I don't think there's any easy game on the schedule, maybe aside from the Commanders.
Maybe the Panthers.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a given. So I retract everything except the Panthers.
FCP.
What are we talking about again?
FCP. Fuck the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, why are we talking about CP on BCP?
I don't know. I'm just
saying. That's what I was thinking. I'm going, wait a minute, dude.
Fuck the Carolina Panthers too.
You brought up cheese pizza and sausage.
Thank you for your first pick of the
podcast.
Yeah. Buster.
I have the Chicago Bears going into Green Bay and stunning the Packers, winning their 10th game to put the Packers in a position to miss the playoffs, and we take that second spot. So that's a W for the Bears.
I love it.
I almost feel like it's a guaranteed that the NFC North will have at least 2 playoff teams. But there's the added wildcard team, so if there's any division that's going to have 3 teams, I feel like it's the NFC North.
It's going to be the North.
I want to get to J2K, what he just said here in a minute, but let's get through the rest of this panel.
For your notes, Nick has a dub. I have a dub.
Wow. That's a BCP win.
Yep.
So it's Foster and Shorty. Foster, you said it's a win?
Yep.
So let's go through this collectively. So game 1, we have win, loss, loss, win, win. Wait, win, loss, loss.
I can put it up on the screen in a second. I just don't have anything formatted. It doesn't look good, but that's okay. I'll try and do something real quick.
DVD says, I think we will win in week 18 and William Perry will catch a touchdown pass.
Talk about drug abuse.
Like
DVD, VHS is going crazy. I love it.
Man.
Oh, Perry was underrated specimen. That's for damn sure of a man.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a win. So then we got 1, 2, Just 2 losses and 3 wins. That's a win. We've got loss, win, win. Loss, win, win.
Yes,
Loss.
J2K. Yes, we are.
That's the question I want to ask after Shorty figures out what the hell he's doing.
I'm in the same boat though.
It's a win. Hold on. We got win.
Counting
loss,
with BCP.
Win.
1,
That's
2.
a win. We got win. Loss, loss, loss. That's a win.
You're trying to kill some time.
Win, win, loss, loss, win. That's a win. Got win, loss, loss. That's a loss. Got win, win. There we got win, loss, loss, loss. That's a loss. We've got win, win, win. That's a win. We've got loss, loss, loss. That's a loss. We've got win, loss, win, win. That's a win. We got win,
Dan,
win.
what are
win.
you saying for this Week 18 game against the Packers? Are you saying it's a win?
It's a win.
Yeah.
So collectively, we think that Week 18 is a win against the Packers. So
Yes.
I can get us some totals here very quickly. I've got the Bears losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. So that's 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
I've got him at 10-7.
Foster's at 10-7. PJ said 8-9. After a 0-4 start, which is nuts. Nick has them at 12 wins, I believe. It'd be 12-5.
That's nuts.
And then if the Scrody Fitz said he's 4 losses.
I collectively have, yeah. I'm consistent with last night on the bar room. I predicted 13-4, so
That's
I'm right
crazy.
there. I'm right
Good
there
for
with
you. Good for you.
So, but collectively, we're at
That's crazy to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. So collectively, we have us at 12-5.
Oh no.
2, 3, 4.
Maybe 11-6.
I have it as 11. Oh yeah, 12-5.
12-5. It's 12-5, but I said maybe 11. I could see him winning 10 or 11 games.
Okay, so I have them personally at 13-4.
We don't care.
Collectively, we have I know you don't, as 12-5. PJ has them as 8-9. Foster, you have them at what?
10-7.
10-7. Carl, you have them at what?
11-6.
Uh-huh.
And Nick had him at 12-5. Carl?
Yes. Yes. I'll get a graphic on the screen so we don't have to play hypothetical through Shorty's
Gentlemen.
paper here.
Are we drinking too much Caleb Kool-Aid?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No.
Not enough.
I'm not drinking Caleb Kool-Aid. I'm
Well-
looking at the improvement of the entire team, and just taking one thing into that I keep going back to is I'm going to assume, because I'm still worried about the depth on this team, I'm going to assume that we have more depth, are more prepared on the interior offensive line, because I think that's just like one of the hugest things that we don't talk enough about. Still, we did a lot of talking about it all season, but in the off season we haven't brought it up as much as I would think in my mind.
I've got a roster with some
concern.
names in front of me as well. You'd be surprised. I do think that the Bears have a little bit more depth than you think.
It's way better than last year, and I can't even compare it to the year before.
Yeah.
But that's only on past film. It's not these guys together. So I'm Pete. Show me it. Show me that these guys together are going to collectively be, what we believe them to be.
To Foster's point and J2K's question, collectively, if we're thinking the Bears winning 13 games, 12 games, whatever, yeah, we're drinking too much Kool-Aid. I mean, Foster, I don't think you are personally with a 10-7 record, but with a 12-win record, or a rookie quarterback and a new offensive coordinator, that's a lot to be expecting. You choose who you choose, but for me, those are a lot of the reasons why I'm tempering my expectations. I'm like, let me settle down. If he does more than that, great.
If Caleb plays mediocre and the team plays to their, you look at them on paper and the team plays to what they are on paper, we can get 10 wins, maybe 11. calling it for what I see it as.
Yeah. My
Depends on
prediction is essentially with no injuries and players playing at or better than what I expect them to, which is already at a high level. So that is very true.
Because you said no injuries. Okay.
Well, you know what I mean. There's going to be a player who gets injured. I don't think that DJ Moore gets hurt. I don't think Montez White gets hurt. I absolutely don't think Caleb Williams gets hurt. The main guys.
I think that the running back gets hurt.
It doesn't matter. They got 3 of them.
Yeah, I said that too.
But I don't think that DeAndre Swift is that impactful. I don't think that he's a huge upgrade to Khalil Herbert.
Is going to be the guy at the end of the day, even though I know he's got a few minor issues, but
I agree with you on
that.
Day,
and I've been saying it since the minute we drafted him.
I think that when we signed Swift, everyone keeps putting this, oh, look at all the players we've got. DeAndre Swift. Swift has never been a guy to me that I've ever thought very highly of because he's never – I thought he was going to kick our ass as a Lion, but he was injured. Most of it. He had like one good game against us that I can remember. Then he goes to to Philadelphia and has a good season, and then we pick him up for that contract. He's not the kind of guy that I'm like, if we get 5 games out of him, I'll be happy. But I'm not looking any more than that. If that's a bonus for me. So that's kind of an if. And Khalil Herbert has been a little bit banged up the last couple of years. Can he remain healthy?
And you still got us winning 13 games with all that.
Boys, while we're talking about running backs, is it unpolite to talk about potential guests?
No. Only if you're going to call names and say they're assholes and shit like that.
Now, this is pure speculation, but Shorty, I respect you. If you can make your magic work for this, I don't know what I would do.
Is that implying you don't respect the rest of us or something? I mean,
no. I mean, it is BCP at the end of the day who's getting the guests, right? So props to all of you. But Shorty has gotten some really cool guests. But I'm going to try and get something on the screen here real quick for you boys.
Foster,
you know what to do. I know.
The director of media relations over here is.
No, Foster, you know what to do with a Carl.
Yep, I got it.
You can pull me.
I know. I got it. I wanted to bring this up. Let me just ask you something like this, man. So J2K says, all right.
Adam Mason's crew, we're going 15-2.
Sorry.
Bring Carr back in. Come on.
I didn't take him out, man.
Oh, he pulled himself?
I don't know.
Oh.
So J2K had said the most wins in an NFL season by a rookie quarterback is 13. This was first achieved by Ben Roethlisberger in 2004. So is this team on par with that Pittsburgh Steelers team?
Yes.
Okay, so if we believe that, then it's possible. And Adam, we could be 15-2.
Roethlisberger was what, the 12th pick in the draft that year?
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna go by picks. By where your pick. Who's the 2 winning quarterbacks that won Super Bowls in the last 30 years that were picked in the top 5?
Fuck. I'll just pull myself.
The 2 Manning brothers.
Did you see the way you said it? Did you see darn,
I
just pull myself. Kind of reminded me of that Thanos. I'll just do it myself.
I like it when he's self-aware of that shit. Oh, crap. I'll just pull myself now.
So, gentlemen,
Jordy's a smart businessman because he just cut out the middleman. That's how you made your money, man. You cut out the middleman.
Yes, sir.
I'll stop talking vague. There was a Twitter post that I saw yesterday that I was referencing a player that is one of my favorites. I would say he's one of my favorites, absolutely, of course. But I listed Thomas Jones, and I know he's a little bit active on Twitter, so I threw it out there, and we got the engagement, boys. Thomas Jones is aware that he is my favorite Bears player. So if there's any way we could get him on the podcast for 5-10 minutes, like a Mr. Eric Kramer, that would be an awesome get.
So did he responded to you?
No, he just liked the post. So we'd have to probably reach out to him.
Aldo has had Thomas Jones on a couple of times. I could probably reach out to Aldo.
I got to watch one of those videos now. I knew I liked Aldi. Aldi's a great guy.
Aldi has the best prices too.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the human Aldi.
Oh, sorry.
Aldi Gandia. Aldi Ganditi, yeah.
Aldi Gandio.
Yeah, Aldi Ganditi, yeah. That's what I said.
I was there for that check because I'm the one who made fun of you for saying it.
Oh, Bear Me. What's up, Bear Me? I've been listening all night, man. The chat is saying ridiculous win-loss predictions. 12 wins, 17 wins. Oh, my
Heavens.
I
think that's what he's going for.
Bear Me, first-time chatter. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate all of you, man. Seriously, you're awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us right now. I mean, this is an exciting time as a Bears fan, guys.
But guys, keep in mind that we're making these predictions without having seen anything yet. I'm sure our predictions will change.
We've seen some preseason games. We've seen Caleb throw the ball, right?
We've seen our punter kick balls too.
You're sending dick pics to the punter? What are you saying?
Dude,
where is that bazooka at, Foster?
if the punter is good enough to make a difference on this team, if he can give us 20 yards a game,
blue chip.
If per Caleb, he's not going to be punting that much. But if he is punting and he drops every punt within the 5 or 10 yard line, and we're constantly pinning the team back there, that stresses a team out, man. How many times have we been a part of that? We're like, God damn, we can't get anything done in this game because we keep starting from our 9 yard line. That's going to make a huge difference.
I just want to say this.
Mr. Englewood.
Mr. Foster, as well as myself.
Mr. Englewood, thanks for hanging out with us.
Mr. Foster as well as myself are the two who do not drink on this show. And if ifs was fifths, we would all be drunk. That's all I gotta say.
So
you are correct, sir.
That's true. We'd be dead by now if that was the case.
Maybe you guys, but I wouldn't be.
Simon says PJ want to pick a few more losses. I thought it was actually being quite fair.
What's up, Simon? My cousin. What's up, my man?
I really thought I was being fair there, Simon. I really thought I was being fair with, giving us 8. I mean, that's fair in my mind. Now, like I said, after the preseason, if Eberflus shows me that he's playing these guys, got them ready for the season to start off, I'm not going to have us going 0-4. I might have us going 2-2. So that takes us 10-7. So
yeah,
that depends. That's where I'm at. I mean, to be truthful with you, that's what it's depending upon me, what Eberflus does with this team in the preseason.
2 things. Cliff saying crocodile punters are people too. That's hilarious, Cliff. And I want to get back to that Bear Me chat right there where he said Ryan Bates is our center. Braxton Jones can't be trusted. Nate Davis hasn't shown anything. Tevin Jenkins can't stay healthy. First off, Ryan Bates is not going to be our center. That's going to be the guy that the other Bill that we signed. He's going to be our center.
What?
He was a Ram.
No, it's
Shelton
is the other player, but I absolutely think Ryan Bates will be the center.
I think the other guy is going to be the center.
We'll find out come preseason.
Shelton was free agency, and they traded for Ryan Bates. I think, and they wanted Ryan Bates before the Bills try and retain him. I think that Ryan Bates is the starting center.
He tried to get Ryan Bates 2 years ago when the Bills signed him to a contract.
I think they like him. I think he performs well. I think he's going to be healthy. I think that Ryan Bates is your center.
Okay, fair enough.
Say it's either one. I mean, just to go back to my interior offensive line deal. Put what he had back up there to bear me. I can't even see it now, but so
Adam's saying, "Come on, guys, Shelton is our center." Yes, Shelton is our center.
You don't have time for your logic, Adam.
I would out of his statement there, you could put either name there, Ryan Bates or whoever.
Ryan Bates is our guard.
Braxton Jones, I think I'm hoping for a little more improvement again.
Ryan Bates playing guard where?
When Tevin goes down, because Tevin can't stay healthy. And then which Nate Davis are we getting? again, I brought this up at the end of the season. I've been talking about it the whole time, man. That's still my biggest
Nate
concern.
Davis played good when he wasn't emotionally fucked up, and he hopefully will be past that. He will be.
But
good.
he also hasn't remained healthy for an entire season and isn't in a long time, if not his entire career. So
all right, well, Mr. Shelton can come in, or someone can slide over.
Well,
I think it'll be fine.
I mean, at times, even in pass protection last year, Davis wasn't the greatest. I think that guy from Carolina done a pretty good job against him, as well as the tackle from the Lions. Those two, I forget the guy for the Panthers. He had a great game against us that game. I forget his name. Their 3 technique or something, and then the guy for the Lions. Those two guys for sure. Off the top of my head, I remember they kind of destroyed us. And I think Davis was playing those games.
I don't know. All of my predictions and my foresight for the Bears this season is definitely with Tevin Jenkins being healthy, Tevin Jenkins starting every game, Tevin Jenkins making the All-Pro. So I don't want to buy into that. I don't know.
I'm going to say that
you guys see what Adam Mason said, though? Bates was traded for as a solid backup guard center option. He's
yes,
primarily guard. Then we signed an actual center. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, thank you, Adam. And I want to say this for like the 18th time. If they put Tevin Jenkins next to Darnell Wright and they get down in the line, they put their hand in the dirt and they go, "We're running a fucking power right." Stop it. They can't. They could tell the defense what they were doing if they put Tevin next to Darnell Wright and they're running the fucking right every time. Nobody can stop it. That is a Hall of Fame duo next to each other, man. I wish they would just do it. Tevin is a right guard next to Darnell Wright. Put Bates at the left guard. You got the other guy from the Rams at center.
No way, $10 million is sitting on the bench.
Who's that?
Nate Davis.
Yeah, Nate Davis is playing. He's good. You guys just are hating. I don't understand it.
Not hating.
Forgotten.
Is he going to be most of who he was last season, or is he going to revert back to what he was 2 years prior to that?
I don't know what stats I could try and find that would like prove his point. Like Pro Football Focus, his in-game ratings. I don't like those. That's the number that speaks to me the most.
Hey,
and when he played good.
I've seen the breakdowns, man. I've seen all 22 breakdowns of Nate Davis, and on the whole, it was not a good season for him. There's moments in their spots, and I'm going off of. I watched what the heck's his name, man? Who does it every Tuesday night or Wednesday night? John Paul. Somebody help me. Does it every week, man. He's got somebody every week. I don't know. I've been watching it for quite a while, and I saw all his film breakdown from last year. This is maybe 5-6 weeks ago, maybe 7 weeks ago, and just on the whole, as a grade, I would give him like a C- or a D+ for the season.
You also have to look at Nate Davis's contract. Where was the money at? Is it, if they sit him in place of Bates, does it matter because he's not making as much money now?
It don't, because they'll carry him through the year and just release him at the end of the year, because this is the second year of a 3-year contract or a 4-year contract?
3-year.
I thought it was a 3-year contract.
So he's in after two. If you got a 3-year contract, after the second year, it doesn't matter. You can lose the dude.
Yeah.
Here, Adam Mason just said it right here. Somewhere.
Well, I did say that.
I lost it.
Yeah, he's not sitting making the money he's making this year. He's not sitting.
Nailed it. And Davis could be cut end of year if he doesn't come through. Yes.
I think that this is also something that Adam brought up that I like as well. Connor Williams is looking to get healthy. He's a great center that tore his ACL or his knee, something in his knee. And he's probably going to try and look to get healthy and sign with a team that's in contention. As for our record predictions, the Bears would be in the thick of it. So Connor Williams would be very welcome.
Anything's possible, especially with Mr. Poles behind the helm.
Yeah.
He is literally set this team up to take the NFC North and never give it back.
How about the whole NFC?
Like a crackhead coming across $20 of coke.
Exactly. Well, guys, we're over 3 hours now. I know you got
Davis can be cut with a cap hit of $2 million after this season.
yes.
I mean that's
That's excellent GM work.
Nobody can blame what happened to Nate Davis last year. You can't look at his career. You can't judge his career on his mother passing away. It's a tragedy for him, and we all have our hearts go out to him for that. But he also has been oft injured in his career. So
it's games played per season. That's my problem with Tevin. Love Tevin to death. I wish we had 3 Tevins.
God, I love
Tevin playing guard and Tevin playing center because we'd kill it. But
Tevin is like one of my favorite offensive linemen of all time on the Bears.
Which means the Bears will be getting rid of him next year.
Exactly.
Well, the Bears know how much the Bears fans like him. He was featured in that whole video. He's featured on all of their social media.
Yeah.
He was all over the AM 670 The Score talking about I love Wendy's, but that's my like my cheat food. Yeah, my cheat day. Yeah.
Aunt Moss checking in.
And when you heard him say it, when you heard him talking to the Score, he seemed like he was much more comfortable in his position with the Bears. So, I mean, hopefully he can remain healthy this year. That's the key. Him remaining healthy of all is one of the biggest keys.
Yes.
You're talking about Tevin, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
I also fully agree.
If we get that, like in 2006 when we went to the Super Bowl, the first game, Megatron catches the pass, it's a catch, and now it's a drop, and they like change the rules over that. That was at that point where I knew, fuck, the Bears have a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year because if they're getting that lucky call, and they got all the lucky calls that year, and they remained relatively healthy. If they can, if this is the year where Tevin plays,
Mike Brown and Tommy Harris.
Yeah,
bro,
that was why we lost.
Me up like a Viagra. Chill.
Damn, I was like this.
I mean, I just say the comment we remained relatively healthy. Mike Brown, Tommy Harris.
Well, that was towards the end of the season, though, which. Yeah, I get it.
That was such a son of a bitch. Mike Brown got that touchdown. He returned it for on the fumble, and then like the next play after they returned the kick or whatever, he got injured. That was such a son of a bitch.
Oh my god,
that was awesome.
And to your point, Thigh, Thomas Jones, your favorite player. My favorite player, Tommy Harris. Hands down.
Yeah, Tommy Harris is awesome. He's
Hall of Famer.
That big black energy, and then when he retired, he was doing some. I
love him as a person.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear his testimony when his wife died?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Look
it up.
I believe it. Yeah.
Whew.
I keep going to that one play in my head when Tommy Harris, when the ball was snapped and he was already in the backfield tackling the running back. He had such a fucking quick release off of his stance. It was amazing.
Yeah, whenever you talk about a 3-tech and a 4-3 defense, a Tampa 2 style defense, Tommy Harris is at the top of that list with like a Warren Sapp.
Yep.
It's a shame he was injured because he could have been Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer all day long without that injury.
Yeah. Love that guy, man.
Yeah.
But he came in injured, so it kind of like we took a chance.
And I was too young to remember that as well. But all those names and some of the drafts, they got Briggs and Tillman in the same draft, that is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about all these old heads, I saw on another podcast, truth to be told, they were talking about doing like a 21st century Chicago Bears draft where you'd pick a team, like a fantasy football draft, but it's all players who started with the Bears at or after 2000. I don't know if you guys think that would be fun or it'd be fun to watch.
Fun. Well, we have some downtime. We can do that. That sounds exactly. Like fun.
Yeah, I was very, very blunt here. I was listening to Jacob Infante on one of the podcasts, and Jacob was saying you got to be creative in these times, and that would be something that would be a lot of fun, in my opinion.
Lester Wolfbong, I do PSF, the PSF games on. For anyone that doesn't know what PSF is, it's Pro Sports Fanatics. Download it onto your phone. It's a mobile app only. Go to find the Chicago Bears chat and post all the shit you want in there. And then when the season comes out, Lester Wiltfong Jr. and I from the
Second City Gridiron.
Second City Gridiron. No, that's the podcast. He's on the Second City Gridiron podcast, but he works for the Windy City Gridiron, the paper. We watch games together live in real time as fans watching the game together. Jacob Infante works for Windy City Gridiron as well. So if I talk to Lester, I might be able to get Jacob Infante on here with us, and that would be a fun show talking with him, because that guy,
he brings in a lot of people from Twitter, and justifiably so. He is probably my favorite Twitter follow behind Mr. Adam Mason.
Myself included, yes.
Jacob Infante's got some awesome content. Love that guy.
Well, I'm not your favorite follower. Follow?
My favorite on Twitter? My favorite follow on Twitter, undeniably, right now?
It's not me.
Are you active on Twitter? I think I follow you, but...
He set you up. He's not on Twitter.
I was going to say, bud.
I say.
Do you know how to use Twitter?
I've never attempted.
My favorite follow
I've asked Jacob Infante to be on this show. But
so have I. Like, I DM'd him. He was like, fuck off. He didn't say anything. But if I asked Lester, he might
just use AI to say you got dirt on him or something. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that.
We don't,
my favorite follow on Twitter is Glob Dabalina.
Those are... Now we're getting into the Twitter trolls with like your drunk Ryan Poles and all this stuff. I don't want to delve into that.
He was on our show once.
He's been on a show.
And I made this for him. Where is it? Right. It's right here. Right here. It's right here.
Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina.
He goes by Glob Dabalina because he likes to smoke.
This is not going to turn out well.
Dabs.
This is his profile picture, so I don't know if you could see it. Just Caleb Williams going crazy with a chain and a blunt in his ear, tattoos.
Oh, that's Glob Dabalina's? Yeah, he always does shit with
the type of guy. Yup.
He's a funny guy. Well, anyway, we're going on 3.5 hours, guys. I know you got to get to bed, Carl. And so do I.
What's that?
These two fucking guys don't work, so you know.
How long as you done? I work every day, brother.
Foster pretends to work, but
I work every day
with your family.
And you know what? I'm fucking dying over here, dude.
Stop kicking ladders. Maybe it'll help.
Yeah, good point.
Good point.
Better if I didn't have to stop using any of this shit.
Illinois Jones, I'm glad to see you still got on your hoodie. Your hood.
Yeah, he's still crying a little bit, but he's coming around, Illinois Jones. Thanks for hopping in with us. We appreciate you.
And now we have a preseason game.
Let's get to the chat before we end the show. Guys, you guys are all awesome. The Scrolls, Illinois Jones, Adam Mason, thanks for hopping on with us tonight. Nick from the Thigh and Smile podcast. Go check those guys out because one half is down there and they do a good job over there. They're quick and easy. They're not like us.
Simon says,
I'll see you hopefully this week.
J2K,
Scottish Bear,
Cliff Victoria.
Scottish Bear, like I said, we have the British Bears show on here. You're over in that demographic of the planet. If you'd like to be a guest on their show, because they do theirs around 7:00 your time, which is like 3:00 my time, 4:00, 2:00 our time here. If you'd like to be a guest on the British Bears, please anyone that would like to be a guest on any one of these shows, please email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. We would love to have any one of you from chat for the 100 millionth time. Join us on the show. You are more than welcome.
Bruja 7.
Bruja. Love you, Bruja. Thanks for hanging out with us. Cliff.
AC.
Heidi Zimmerman. Jeremy.
Yeah, DVD. Heidi, right?
Heidi. Much love to you guys.
Incoming.
Mr. Inglewood.
We had some newbies in here tonight.
Mr. Inglewood 77. He's been around for a long time. I've seen him.
Shout out the Rolodex J2K.
Mm-hmm. Bear me.
JC1.
Newbie.
Mo Beerman.
J Rock.
Mr. Mayhem. AC Adam. King Buka. You guys.
STC
hanging out with us tonight. AC Adam.
Scottish Bear.
JC1, one of the new guys.
JC1.
Robbie Come Up is in the house tonight. Swift Sports.
Robbie, good to see you again, Robbie. Swifty hanging out with us tonight.
The Tooch was in here.
The Tuccini.
Tunchi. Wow.
The Tooch. Tooch is awesome.
Who else is in here? It's, when you go through a 3.5 hour show, you got to scroll up forever.
Jeremy Munoz.
Oh, Jeremy Munoz.
And just Jeremy.
Yes.
Simon
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Easton. I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the
microphone. I get stupid. I mean, outrageous. Stay away from me because I'm contagious.
Oh,
There's
look at
Joe.
Oh, Shorty got some soul in him. Oh,
Dude, I love this. I love this song.
He got some soul in him, y'all. Look out now. Watch out.
Dude, me and my buddy Javier.
Ain't gonna last too long, Pete. You know.
Me and my buddy Javier took out our dates for our 8th grade dance in a limo, and we had that shit playing in the limo. It was awesome. Love Rob Bass. God, I love that song. That's a great song.
Dylan Prescott.
There's Joe. Demond Ice.
Demond Ice.
Grizz.
Video Joe's.
There's Joe.
Heidi. And her wonderful smelling hair.
Oh my goodness. This dude gonna get in trouble.
Shorty, what hair are you talking about? Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
This dude gonna get in trouble.
We're getting into my conversation, Carl.
I be trying to save him. I be trying my best to save him, brother. I try to save him.
Not that day that you called me in the truck talking to my wife about.
Hey, I tried to save you, bro.
I'm like, hey, wasn't me. No. Check your bank account, man, because I know you. Somebody took $160 out of your bank account. Hey, wasn't me. My wife's looking at me. I'm like, fuck.
And dude, I keep telling you, you were so stupid. All you had to do was turn to her and go, "Fucking Foster," and it would have been ended right there.
I'm trying to say.
That's all you had to do.
I mean, to say to dispute me about my facts, I'm like, wait a minute. He questioned me about my facts again. I know what I saw. Hold on, bro.
I started off the conversation with you in the truck going, hey, we're driving, so you're on speaker in the truck. You should have just read the fucking email.
Well, I did not know that you did not tell her that you devoted that much money. I didn't know.
I did. For everyone that doesn't know, I paid Adam Rank in Super Chat $150. Well, $100 and then $50, but $10 the week before that. So $160 to get Adam Rank to come on our show.
Wow.
That's sad.
It is. He was on, and then he was on Nomads the next week for like free. So
no.
So I can't be
it was only working on
Adam. Did Nomad get half?
8 months.
Yeah. So was I. He was like, when I first started doing this channel, I was like, Adam Rank would be a great guest. His DM is not available, so I kept tweeting him, and no, he never.
Just saying.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get him with money, and I got him.
Now, how was I supposed
a little bit of money?
That just goes to show you we go to any lengths here at BCP. Whatever.
That's why, Adam, we appreciate your $5 super chat. That helped pay for. So now I'm only $155 down on Adam Rank doing the show.
But look, Shorty, we've proven we'll pay you. We'll take somebody out. We'll do whatever it takes to get you as a guest if we feel you're worthy.
We'll have Foster come.
How many YouTubers are in those paneling walls?
Everyone's like, wait, how much are you going to pay?
No, I've restricted it. No YouTubers. This is all from the John Wayne Gacy era. About 10 blocks from where I'm sitting, dude. Real life.
Hence the paneling.
No, you told me. Oh my god.
I don't remember. Fucking, that's it, dude. You guys, nobody's saying shit. I'm out of here.
I have to go way far up in chat to find everyone that's been in here, but you guys all know who you are.
Eric Harper, Eric Christensen. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, Eric Christensen. Thank you very much. Mo Bierman, J2K, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Everyone, DVD, obviously. We'd love to have you back on the show, DVD. If you want to come back on with us soon, let me know. We'd love to have you on the show again, DVD. Cliff talked about being the moderator for the last call at Hallish Hall show.
I saw in the chat earlier him talking about and we
Never
started
got
to
back to
move
me
forward.
on that. So fuck you on that, Cliff. I'll do it my damn self. You guys,
Cliff's out riding his meatloaf.
yeah, he's riding his meatloaf. He's vacuuming his front lawn.
Riding his meatloaf. That sounds like an inside story if I've ever heard one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
I will send you the episode. Matter of fact, that's timestamped on that episode of. That's actually Barroom, dude.
yeah, that was on the bar
That was
room.
the Barroom.
I don't know if I need any more barroom content this week or this month, man.
Oh no,
I'll get some Dan
but
Aguirre on the Mondays, but I'm gonna stick away from that Aldi guy.
No, this is the original BCP, how it actually started.
How we started, yeah, because
how the second coming of BCP became.
Correct.
You happy with that, Shorty?
BCP version 2.0.
We started off here, and then we were broadcasting from the bar room and from here, but nobody knew that we were doing it from here. And then we started the open mic night on the bar room, and that's when PJ and Foster came on, and a bunch of guys, and that's how we made all these friends. So
there's some good stuff on those. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that all content on the Barroom Network and then the show on Mondays, Last Call at House Hall, should be simulcasted to a separate YouTube channel called Wife Exchange, something of that nature. See which channel will outdo each other, because it's not Bears related content for the most part. It tries to be, but
with some Bears talk thrown in, in quotations, and
yeah, a little bit of Bears sprinkled in on top
some
of
Bears shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Some cucking and wife swapping, and all of that flavorful stuff.
Not too much Bear shit, just enough to,
just a tad,
just enough to keep you like, they're back to the Bears. I can hang out.
That's it. Adam's still hanging around here too, man.
Adam, seriously, thank you so much for that generous super chat, man. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that.
Open mic night.
Yeah, open mic night.
That's Shorty's idea too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I made the opener and everything. It's kind of what transpired back into coming back to BCP and doing this solely from here. And you know what, Aldi is.
Thank you.
He's the podfather. Yep. We love Aldi Gandillo. And honestly, we wouldn't be here without him, because he inspired me to do this from day one. Him and Dan did. And it's kind of why this show kind of goes off the rails sometimes, because that's how we like it to be. We don't want it to be so structured, blah, 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 that you just want to listen. We like to have fun on this show, and we enjoy all of you guys. That's why we love you guys hanging out with us this long, because you're here for the fun part of it with us. And that's why we appreciate the hell out of you guys, everyone in chat.
And we are truly authentic. So
yes.
If you guys ever think we're scripted, made up, and don't speak our true feelings, it's not true. Because I'm riding with Justin Fields. I'll say that, I say that. And that's the truth.
I come up with the thumbnail like the day or two before, and then I do nothing else until the show.
I was the first one in here today, and I texted you guys. I was a little nervous. It was 15 minutes before we started, and there was no one in here. I was like, "Are you guys awake?"
So Carl, be there in a few minutes. Carl, that's about the norm, and nobody's here till like 3 to 5 minutes.
I'll get used to it. Get used to it.
That's why the show gets pushed 5 minutes all the time, because like, somebody's not here. I almost pushed it because you weren't here tonight, Foster. You hopped in at the last second.
Yep. I was really pushing it, man.
J2K says he here for my rants. I just want you to know that I try to tolerate it so long. But when Shorty pushed that button, it's time for me to go. It's just time for me to go.
That's the best part. We know, Peaches. There's no fucking around on this show.
Yeah, and we don't judge each other. Like you can love Justin Fields all you want, and you can, and I can love Caleb Williams all I want. We're not here to shit on each other. We are Bears fans, and we all genuinely love each other, and we love all you in chat. All of you are allowed to have your own opinions, and it'll take a lot for you to get pulled from this show, because you're allowed to have your opinions, and that's what we love about this. This is a place to come and hang out with us and talk Bears, talk some life, have a good time, ease up your Thursday as you're going into a Friday, and that's why I just can't say it enough. Thank you, Atmos and Bajent. Yes. All my Bajent. Everyone thinks
Agent will be the starting quarterback on opening day.
Yes, I know, because
quarterback of the Bears for what, 6
We're as Bears fans, we're all used to rooting for the second string quarterback. And when Justin Fields wasn't getting it done, sorry, PJ, that's when I went on the page rant. So I apologize for that. But here we are.
I'm just saying that be who you are. I mean, we're never going to discourage you from being who you are. And I'm not apologetic for being who I am. Just who I am. I mean, one thing I've learned in my 55 years of being a Bears fan, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. So just be who you are. I'm like, if Caleb proves to be a great guy or a great quarterback, cool. We win. At the end of the day, we're all.
You'll come around it when it happens. You're just not buying into it until it does.
I'm just saying. Like I said, I mean, show me who he is. Just show me who you are. Show me that you're good. Show me that you're good.
Peach, 55 years. Man, you've had a lot of fucking downs.
Yeah.
Man.
At least we got to live 85, though. I've never seen a Super Bowl.
You've had like 4 ups. Is that what it was? Like 4 ups since then?
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean,
we'll give them 7 ups.
Man, you learn. That's what I said. You learn. I mean, you never let your things get too high or get too low. You just, you learn, and that's why I said, and that's why I developed a fondness for certain players because I watched them through their career. That's why I'm a big proponent of our drafted players because what happens as soon as a player get drafted, we start doing the research on them, right? Mm-hmm. Start doing the research on them, look at their college film, and start liking them, start really getting invested in them. And then that first year, you're like, okay, I can see improvement. So you're following them. And that's what I had been doing for 55 years. So then all of a sudden the guy get released and you see progress, you're taking it a certain type of way. So, I mean,
that's what I'm waiting for with Caleb. You're going to eventually come around to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know you're just going through your moments with Justin, but eventually you will come around when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's with any player. I mean, any player that we draft and they, show progress, get better and better. I'm on there. I'm there with them. I'll be there with them.
Brian Gilmore hopping in with us right now. Brian, good to see you again. Brian's been on several times. Good to see you again, Brian.
But Illinois Jones, we're not going to do no insults now. I do know a lot about football.
A little bit.
I know a lot.
He's got a bunch of grandkids playing it, and he's coaching them.
I know a lot.
Yeah. That's why I wish you would just get over the fucking Justin Fields thing, since you know so much about football. I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Every one of you in chat. I'll say it for the millionth time. You are what makes this show go. So thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight like you do every week.
Yes.
And we will see you again maybe this Monday with Dan and I, maybe not, but definitely next Thursday. This is the show that will keep going and keep going and keep going like the Energizer Bunny. And love all you guys. Let's wrap this shit up. You want to do? Are you ready to hit the button, Carl? You got this shit?
Huh?
You got this shit?
I got you.
And my grandson graduates this week.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Is he going to college?
Yeah, I just don't know where he's at yet. I mean, where he's doing that because he's still talking to colleges. So I'm like,
Notre Dame, Illinois.
No, not Illinois. I think State maybe. Illinois State maybe.
Nice. And is he gonna be playing football? You said.
Yeah, he's going to be hopefully playing football, but that's something him and his parents got to get worked out. So whatever he does.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
A proud dad and a proud granddad. You are that.
Good man. Solid man.
Should be. You're a good man. I'm sorry that I missed my Portillo's with you because I had to fly here because I was gonna drive up and have lunch with you, but maybe next time.
I gotta say this because I meant to bring this up at the beginning. I forgot. I want to thank. There's a dude that won a TV set at a karaoke night. Him and his buddy on Friday morning they listened to this show because I actually got to talk to him and I showed him the show and then he goes, "Oh, dude, this guy we We listen to you guys every Friday, so it's the first time I've had an encounter with somebody that actually had seen me on this show.
Hell yeah.
So
Cliff ran into somebody when we were at the Tampa Bay game last year that watched the show. And
Really?
That's got to be cool.
As he was walking in and with his ticket, there was the guy behind him and they were talking about it. And he watched us.
Wow.
Was on the show a lot at that time. And it was like, holy shit. And then, Lynn, so I do. Last year, Lynn Hayden and I didn't do a show because she had a knee replacement. And I just was like,
good one.
She was like, oh, we can do a show. I was like, no, just focus on your knee. And, so her, like in the last month, her nephew was in town visiting her in Las Vegas, and they were going out on the town that night. So she's up taking a shower. She comes down, and her nephew is sitting at the TV with YouTube on the TV watching Bears Country Podcast.
Heck yeah!
Leaving Adam Mason hanging out in Las Vegas,
and she was like, "What are you?"
That's a good idea, PJ.
Yeah, you should hang out with Lynn Hayden. You would love Lynn Hayden. Adam, if you haven't watched any of Lynn Hayden, go back and watch. Go find the show is called The Lowdown with Lynn. Go watch a couple episodes of that because she is a fucking blast. And anyone that doesn't know about her show, her show is just called Lynn Hayden. Just look up Lynn Hayden, Haydn. She is a fucking blast. She's become one of my best friends. We talk all the time, even though we haven't done a show in a year. But for her to come down and find her nephew watching us on her TV, she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been watching this for the last couple of months." And she's like, I do a show with him." And she was like, "They're like, oh my god!" So it's just really fun when you get to this far of doing this, almost 3 years for this channel, and you come across that kind of stuff. And
the Scrolls is watching us from San Diego.
Awesome. The Scrolls. Thank you, man. That's awesome. So your time zone is a lot better than ours right now. I tell you that much.
Yeah. So appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Illinois Jones from Peoria. So man, appreciate you watching.
Hi, Jay.
Man. And we're all over the globe, man. And once this team takes over, and this has been my conspiracy for a while. I've told you this guy I've told you about this on previous shows that I feel like the NFL is scared of the Bears having a superstar quarterback because if we did, we will be. I mean, look at what the Cubs did when they won the World Series.
That's why you're wrong because when the Bears win, everybody in the NFL wins.
And
I mean, I am wrong about that. Yeah.
Antmus is from Vancouver.
Wow. Okay.
Brian Gilmore from Ohio.
Yep.
Checking in from all over the
Scottish Bears from I presume
North America right now and out of this country.
Iceberg Slim.
Iceberg Slim with the new
I was gonna say he don't look the same, man.
Right.
What's going on there? Yeah,
a lot better.
What's going on here?
Oh, you are much hotter, Iceberg. Look at that.
Doug Van Dorn right down the street from me in Normal. All right.
Where are you guys?
Prescott up in Michigan.
Before we leave, let us all know where you're from.
That's where they are. I put it on the chat.
Oh, the UP is beautiful, Dylan. Oh man, I've never been up there, but I've heard all about it. I've seen pictures. My family has visited there.
Dude, you ski and you never went to Iron Mountain, Michigan?
Right.
No.
Illinois Jones, man, I got family in the Peoria, so man, yeah.
That is awesome, man. I'm from Illinois. I'm from Northern Illinois, Round Lake. I hate saying it because it's like a dirtbag town, but then moved to Colorado. Now in Atlanta. Now I'm back in Illinois for work. And
they cleaned it up since you moved out.
Foster, you were supposed to be sitting right next to me now.
I was, man. I was trying all that. My life is insane. It's freaking insane and it's killing me. And I'm just like, all right, just keep going through it, dude.
Hey,
so I'm still dealing with this shit and my house, the fire, and 20 other fucking things have happened.
As long as you're
No
here,
ladders getting in your way. You're gonna kick any ladder out of your way.
yeah.
I'm going to start cutting them off.
University of War Memorial, Illinois
on.
Jones. I was in that area today specifically.
Iceberg saying,
Maybe he's following you around, PJ.
Or maybe I was following him.
Iceberg says, appreciate y'all fellas for what you do, for what y'all do. Thank you, Iceberg. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you, man. You guys are awesome. All of you guys are awesome.
This is what it is, man.
If we sat here with nobody chatting with us, this would not be fun at all.
No, but this is what it is.
We'll just talk on the phone. So let's end that. Let's end this shit on a 1, 2, 3 Bears, and then we will see you all, the 4 of us, next Thursday. If not before that, look out for Monday night with Dan and I on the Last Call at House Hall. And much love to all you guys. So let's end this shit on a 1, 2, 3 Bears!